Hey, good afternoon, guys. Mark Thompson here. Welcome to today's webinar. We've got a bunch of people coming on. So before we get started, we'll just do kind of the technical checks here just to make sure everything's working okay. If you wouldn't mind, feel free to say hi, where you guys are calling in from, that you can see the screen okay, that you can hear me okay. I know a lot of people were saying they either weren't able to make it today. Is there going to be a recording? We're going to try to record this, but you never know with technology. So if you can stay on, we also have a special incentive if you stay till the very end. We have a cool bonus for those of you who can stay till the end. So we're going to be talking all about Facebook. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to drive traffic with Facebook, and more importantly, how to get free traffic using a loophole that Facebook is really promoting marketers to use, which is kind of weird, right? You hear loophole, you're like, what's that all about, right? But it's something that is brand new to internet marketers or how to even drive traffic. And so we're super excited about it. I just got back from Traffic and Conversion Summit. So that was a ton of fun. And I was able to network with a bunch of cool people, and some people that are big name marketers don't even know about what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm excited to have my special guest, who I'll bring on in just a second. His name's Travis Stevenson, and he started doing this just over the past few months. And he's going to show you how he is going about getting things like 90% open rates and 60% response rate or lead opt-in rates, which is unheard of, if you guys do anything kind of, which is old school now, right? Like email marketing is now old school, which is kind of hard to believe. And so we're going to show you step by step how Travis is doing it and how he's using this Facebook hack. Because as you guys know, there's over a billion people on Facebook now. So regardless of what niche you guys are in, if you're offline, online, doesn't matter what industry you're in, this is going to be a really important webinar for you guys. And there's some really cool training that Travis has put together. And he's only done this training a few times. So you guys are one of the lucky ones to be able to see it before anyone else has, really, and be able to implement it into your own business. So I see some people coming in here. Michael says calling from LA audio is okay so far. Okay, good. Sean says hi. Greg says hi from Nebraska. Leslie says hi from North Dakota. Welcome. Well, awesome. Well, it looks like we still have a whole bunch of people coming on, so we'll get started in just a few minutes. If you wouldn't mind, turn off all your distractions. Turn off Facebook. Turn off Facebook if you can, right? Because we're going to be showing you guys how to use Facebook, and you guys can start using this right after the call. Cell phone, Twitter, get rid of all that stuff. Give your full and undivided attention, because this is, to us, this was jaw dropping. We had a chance to talk to Travis before last week, and he was kind of showing us what he was doing. We're like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. So as soon as he told us about this, we started jumping onto it, and we've already been putting this exact framework that he's going to show you guys into action in our own business. So regardless of what you're doing, if you're trying to drive leads, trying to get registrants for a webinar, you're trying to drive sales to a webinar offering or a sales page, this is good stuff. All right, guys. So make sure that you guys have your full and undivided attention. And I guess I'll go ahead and bring on Travis now. Like I said, Travis has been around. We've been good friends for a number of years now. He's an internet entrepreneur. He specializes in Facebook traffic, so he does this day in and day out. And so, Travis, are you with me?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
Awesome. Well, I'm doing great. Well, I appreciate you coming on and showing our subscribers, our following, what exactly you do day in and day out to get the results that you've been getting. I know you've shared a few case studies with me and my partner Matt behind closed doors, and I'm excited for you to kind of show what's been working and how this is kind of the future of driving traffic and building an email list, and really the future of internet marketing. So I appreciate you coming on and taking the time to show what works.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And this is, it's cool when you and I'm sure you guys know when you create something, it's really cool when you create it out of an idea because you think that the world is going to evolve in such a way, and then next thing you know, it actually does, and you see that it's working. So, um, I really actually do enjoy, and I think a lot of people say this, but I actually do enjoy enlightening people to what is actually working, and some things that they can help get people in front of the wave that is about to occur, which is great. So You guys just do me a favor, and I can see the comments box. If you guys could just let me know yes or no if you can hear me. Obviously, if you say no, I'll know that you can hear me. But either way, just let me know if you were already hearing my sound, because I know some people said they couldn't hear anything. Okay, so all right. Thank you, Eric, confirming that you guys can in fact hear. So look, I use the word, what you guys can see here, it says using a Facebook hack. I know I use the word hack, but uh, it's not actually a hack. It's very legal. It's just something that if you were to try to do this on your own, it would feel very much like hacking, which is why I call it that. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus today on how to get more sales by selling less. And it's actually the whole focus of this is around this idea of being able to generate free traffic, and there's just not enough of that in the internet marketing world. That's a fact. And so when I see it and I see the opportunity to grab it and I see the opportunity to then expand on it, that's where I got the idea for what you guys are going to see today and what powers the entire method that you're going to see. So while I'm going through this, just do me a huge favor, guys, and drop everything and pay close attention if you could, because there's a few times during this training where I'm going to show you something and you're not going to believe that it actually happened, and then some people are going to be like, wait, I need to see that again. And so we're already going to have some of those moments, and we don't need any more of them because somebody had to look at their phone and that kind of thing. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so here is why this is so important. I am going to show you 5 foolproof ways to grow your audience, traffic, and sales in 2017 using a system that nobody's thought of yet. And I guess nobody's thought of yet is a hyperbole, right? Obviously, somebody has thought of it, and I'm not the only person who's using this, but if that I'm using it, I am, which is pretty cool. So when it comes down to everything that you want to do online, and when it comes to everything that you're trying to do for your business or in your business, the number one thing that you need, and everybody always says traffic, but what I think is even sort of more indicative of your success is, do you have an audience? And the reason I think that's so much more important is because, when you can generate traffic all day long, but if the audience isn't interested, then you're not going to get anything out of it. And so what we're doing is we're working on a way to dig deep into the psychology of people, get them interested, make them more interested, by doing some stuff that thankfully now we can automate, which is great. And it drives tons of laser targeted traffic. And it sucks that people have made that term so ridiculous, which that obviously sucks. But laser targeted was once, it was like a real thing, and now it is again, because this is traffic that we know is going to translate into a buyer much more quickly. So we're also going to reintroduce a process for generating sales that until now was just too much work for people like you and me. It deals with relationship building, and just because I'm really big on interaction. You guys will see that throughout the course of this broadcast today. It's just the way that my personality works. And so do me a favor and just put yes in the comment box if you agree with the fact that if you have a relationship with somebody, regardless of who they are, it's going to be easier to sell them something, right? It's a very simple, basic principle for sales, is that if you have some sort of relationship with somebody, it doesn't even have to be very deep or a long-lasting relationship. It's some kind of a relationship that's deeper than I'm here, you showed me an ad. It's going to be easier to sell that person. So I'm seeing the yeses come in. Sylvia says no, like, and trust. That's smart. Yep. Cool. So Nikki, Ramari, Chris, Brandon, Eric, Tony, Sean, all you guys, thank you for answering that. And I'll be asking some more questions as we go. But I am also going to show you that not only are these methods incredibly powerful, but that Facebook themselves wants us to use them. One of the really important things that you have to understand when you're going to see what you're going to see today is there are a lot of people out there trying to do this, but they're not doing it in the way that Facebook wants them to do it. So they're actually going to be shut down. And this is a really cool thing for you guys to know moving forward. We are actually in what is called the Facebook beta program. My development team is in the Facebook beta program. So when they release beta versions of new things, Facebook, we get notified first, which is really cool. So, and then lastly, I'm going to officially release the results of my $30,000 Facebook case study. So in that case study, I show you how I'm spending $30,000 across the about 62 days. and how I was able to generate 44,000 doing that, or it was actually significantly more than 44,000, and I'll kind of show you guys some results like that. But in the actual screenshot in the case study that I'm going to show you guys, I generated 44,000, and it was all to benefiting using the system that I'm going to be showing you guys today, which is pretty cool. So that'll be a really great case study for you guys to pay attention to. And now, how could I know all of this? How could I know all that I know about, the importance of this to your business? Well, what you're going to see here has been tested for 5 months internally and with more than 20 beta testers across more than 100 different accounts. So it's been tested, we know it works, and we've put it through the ringer when it comes to spending money on Facebook to test it out, so we know it's going to work. I've personally, myself, been in the business for 9 years, and the one thing that I've always been good at is finding angles that make it possible to work less, but still generating high profit funnels and campaigns. So how can I work less and still be able to generate good revenue? So what you're about to see is, for the majority of sake, should be hopefully considered, and I hope you guys will kind of go with me on this, should be considered confidential. If you guys could do me that favor, that would be great, because I don't want anybody sharing these methods, because what's going to happen is every single time one of the methods ends up getting shared, copycats come out, and it ends up diluting the product that we all have, which is why it's to be kept secret. I know a lot of people always say, well, go share this and go share that. I'm saying don't share this. You can definitely talk about the idea and talk about the concepts that you're going to learn in the education, but the execution of it, let's just keep between us so that we can actually make some money off it. Now, here's one thing I want to ask the group before we actually get started, and that is, how many of you guys have ever been on a training workshop like this, where the first half an hour to like 35 minutes or 40 minutes even is spent with you listening to somebody like me, my sob story, and my story about how I was broke and how I was stupid and how I didn't do everything the right way and how I, was a failure, and then how I eventually came out to be this great, awesome guy, right? I find that there's so many people out there who are trying to mask themselves in this sort of rags to riches story, and they spend so much time trying to batter you down with this idea that, oh, feel bad for me, and I, came from nothing, and I did all this. Look, we all have that story, right? I don't need to tell you. We all have a story like that. And so somebody said routine process of engaging the audience. Here's what I'm doing, guys. This is me, right? This is very much just me. I'm gonna lay it out. You're not going to get any of my sob story. And I'm seeing a lot of people, such a waste of time, just give me the training, that seems to be everywhere. That's not what's going to happen today. We're not going to talk about my story. We're not going to talk about me. I've done really well for myself, but that's not here or there. What I'm trying to talk to you guys about today is what's coming up, what Facebook is doing, where they're putting all of their chips, and how you guys can actually benefit and generate free traffic from it. Who cares about my sob story? So that, to me, that's not where we're going to be today. So hopefully you guys will appreciate that. So let's dive right in and talk about Facebook. So I want to show you how you can actually, in a sense, partner with Facebook, building a business with Facebook that requires less squeeze page building. It requires less, crazy stuff. Let's see. I was trying to see. I didn't see. Oh yeah, no. I saw some messages coming through, but. So we're going to dive right in and talk about how we can actually do this with Facebook. So here's the old way of marketing, and some of you guys might actually do this. And so the old way, the traditional way of selling, has been to just set up a product, tie an ad to it, and start promoting that to an audience, right? That's kind of the traditional way to target people on Facebook and to run on Facebook. And that, by all means, works for a lot of people still. It's just harder to be able to make that functioning. But or if you're trying to generate a lead, you send people to an opt-in page and ask for their name and email address, right? Like whatever your objective is, you set up an ad and you find an audience that you think is interested, and you go and you try to send traffic to that. You try to send traffic to, your e-commerce store, or to your lead gen offer, or to your small business, or whatever it is, or to your agency. Actually, that's a great question. Do me a favor, guys. Put a 1 in the chat box if you're driving traffic. If you're looking to be able to drive traffic to something in the e-commerce niche. A 2 in the comment box if you're looking to, or I guess it's called the questions box on your side. A 2 if you're looking to do something like a squeeze page, email list building offer, some affiliate offer, or 3 if you run an agency and you're looking to be able to do this for other people. I'd love to know, like, what kind of the level to which we're talking to people here. So literally the first three answers, 2, 1, and 3, came through 2, 1, and 3, which means they're trying to do that. Webinar is definitely a specialty of mine, so I know this works there. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so mostly, which is great, it looks like a lot of squeeze pages, which is awesome. So the good news is we've got basically everybody here. We've got e-commerce, we've got list building, we've got agencies. So what I love is this, regardless of what you're doing, this is going to be more effective. At the end of this broadcast, you're going to be more effective because you're going to understand some stuff, which is cool. So the traditional way of selling was to do just that. You get your product, you get your squeeze page, you get your audience, and you start an ad and you let it run. And for 5 to 8 years, this worked like you wouldn't imagine. If anybody was here, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you were probably killing it on Facebook. And that's because of a couple of different things that have happened. And one of these, I'm sure like I know for a fact that one of these, and it's one of the more important ones. But I also know that it's not going to set in maybe as much until today. So that's something I want you guys to pay attention to. So the number one thing is Facebook. Even up to 3 years ago, people were still using Facebook on their desktop, and now it's just so mobile. Yes, there are still small pockets where people use their desktop. I get that. So a lot of you guys might be on your desktop, but a lot of you are probably listening on your phone, which is cool. But that's the key here is it doesn't mean that your ad and your process and everything has to be mobile friendly, right? Like that's cool, that's great. Everybody understands mobile friendly is a big deal. I understand that, but it's more than that. It actually means that you have to understand what it means when your audience is mobile. What are they doing? When you're on your phone, you're not sitting in a chair like you would at your computer, right? You now have a different mentality going all the way. And what ends up happening is when somebody's mobile, it's harder to keep their attention, right? Just put a yes in the comment box if you understand that, right? Because when somebody's on mobile, especially when they're on mobile on Facebook, they're probably doing more than one thing at a time. On desktop, back in the day, you could probably get them to pay attention for a little bit because it's a bit more, direct. And so one of the great things that we have to do right now is, and I'll talk about this in the new way, which I'm going to be talking about, but the old way, it doesn't take into account how you can best serve your audience, which is now a majority mobile. And that doesn't mean just making a mobile-friendly squeeze page, okay? Now, there are 1.5 billion Facebook users. This was a recent stat. And 1.2 billion of them are mobile every single month. So more than 80% are on their mobile device every single month, which is crazy. Now, everything changed when it came to how well the old way used to work when Facebook reached this 2 million active advertisers level. Now they're changing some of their terms and whatnot, but ultimately it ends up making everything more expensive. So I'd love to know if any of you guys have noticed that it's pretty hard to get, pretty good successful ads on Facebook, especially for methods that are being taught out there. I know a lot of you guys who are struggling with e-commerce, a lot of you guys are using methods that a guy was successful with over a year ago, and the entire industry in that year, especially with free plus shipping, the entire free plus shipping world has changed now because now everybody is seeing free plus shipping stuff. So now you've got to be creative. You've got to stand out. So do me a huge favor, put a 5 in the comment box if you agree that yes, the way out and the way to make Facebook ads more productive is to stand out, right? You've got to figure out how, out of 2 million advertisers, you can stand out so that when you pay for your ad, you're actually getting the most out of it. That's the key. And it's not just about ad creative and all this other stuff. It is legitimately about how can you make an impression on the people that you're advertising to, right? If you can make an impression, it makes a lot of sense. So we're going to talk exactly about that. But you'll also notice that right now, I find this, I love telling this story because it resonates with people. And so a lot of what I'm going to be teaching you guys is going to come out in stories because, it's real life examples that really lets it hit home. And so opt-in rates in the last year and a half have started to dwindle a bit because I've noticed that with mobile, I started asking people, like legitimately, I actually did a squeeze page test where we asked people if if you're willing to opt into this, if you're willing to opt into the squeeze page, type in your name, email, phone number, all this, and then I went onto a Facebook group and I asked people, I said, hey, why do you think that you're not willing to type in your email address sometimes? Like, what is it that would stop you from typing in your email? And I got this overwhelming response that I don't think anybody's thought of until like a couple of months back, and that is, how many of you? And I want you to be honest here because there's a good amount of people here. I'd love to know. Put a 2 in the comment box if your email address is longer than 12 characters. So like when you type it out, everything all together is longer than 12 characters. Because I know my name, and I'm looking at some of the people in this room who have like hyphenated last names, and they have long last names, and they have names that, at least for me, are difficult to spell. But and you've got autocorrect. How many of you guys put a 2 in the chat box if you've ever had your email address auto-corrected? Right, you're typing it and it autocorrects even when you're typing it into a form, right? So I'm looking at, like, look, seriously, Balaz, Jeff, Steve, Dale, Christopher, Sean, Ramari, Miles, Chris, Tony, Eileen, Herman. Think about this. Back in the day when we all created our email addresses, we didn't create them with the assumption that we would be typing them on mobile devices, right? We created them with the assumption that we would be typing them on a desktop. So it's easier to type on a desktop, so it doesn't have as many blunders, and there's not as many autocorrects. And so now that our world is mostly mobile, I realized that one of the big reasons that stops people from opting into forms is they don't want to go through the process of having to actually type out a long email address. Or they start typing it out and it gets auto-corrected, and now you get the wrong email. I would love to know, just put a wow in the comment box if you think that's an interesting thing to have now realized that, like, that's actually where our world is right now. Our world is in a place where people aren't as likely to opt in on certain forms because it's harder for them to type it. There's autocorrect, and then also that's why you're going to be getting some bad email addresses because it's going to autocorrect for people. And I just found that so funny because I'm like, man, that's actually a problem now. Like, that is actually a problem in the world that we live in. So I'm going to show you guys how we're actually fighting all of these issues and kind of winning at the end of the day. One last thing that I will tell you is this, which is pretty interesting. If you're marketing your product, and let's say you're targeting audience A, and audience A includes, whatever date range, demographic, all this stuff. If you're spending $10 a day to reach that audience, and I come in and I want to spend $20 a day to reach that same audience, guess who gets priority on Facebook's algorithm? This is a true fact. And I've heard this from several different sources. I've never heard it from Facebook because you don't hear anything from Facebook. But if I'm spending $10 a day, if I'm spending $20 a day and you're spending 10, guess who gets priority in the algorithm? And I've found this out through testing. Is the $20 a day person gets priority. Isn't that crazy to you? Doesn't that kind of suck to know that unless you're willing to spend more money than the next guy, that you're not going to get priority? Well, here's one thing that I found that's great. There are 2 ways to beat Facebook's algorithm. You guys ready? Just do me a favor and put a 2 in the comment box if you're ready to see the 2 ways that you can actually kind of game Facebook's algorithm. And I'm going to list them both right now. The 2 ways are this. Number 1 is spend. If you spend more, you will get more priority and your ad will be shown. That's just a fact. That's just how it works. Facebook's going to give you priority in the algorithm. The second way that you can get priority in the algorithm, and thank you guys for all the 2s, the second way that you guys get priority in the algorithm is by being more viral and interactive than the competition. So Facebook ultimately will trade interaction for dollars 100% of the time. And what that means is they want people to interact with ads because then more of their users will actually interact with ads, meaning more advertisers come down the pipeline, right? So the more interactive people are with your ad, the more Facebook assumes you are better for Facebook than the other guy. So what we did was we started playing with all this information. And so people like myself, we realized that when Facebook starts to change, and we noticed this change kind of recently. I'm trying to see what this says. Um, right, Siva, don't worry, I'm getting to it. So we realized that we had to change with Facebook as it's changing, and we needed to figure out better and better ways to reduce our cost while increasing our profitability. That's the name of the game at the end of the day. And we knew that we were already at a deficit because we weren't going to spend as much as the next guy. And so my team and I just started to dive into Facebook's developer code base and actually got accepted into their, I wrote testing team, but it's actually called their beta program, which is where they release stuff to us ahead of time. So back in March of 2016, Facebook made two massive announcements, but only one of them got any attention. And the one that got attention was when they rolled out Facebook Live in March. Everybody was freaking out. And I'm sure you guys remember when Facebook Live came out, and you're probably watching, or you're getting notifications of lives almost every single day. And so the Facebook Live got a lot of attention, but I saw this as being the big announcement that nobody got any play out of. And I honestly do believe this when I say this. I think that when Facebook made their Messenger API, which just means that teams like I can build into it, teams like mine, when they announced that this was open, I'm telling you right now, I think that announcement is bigger than Facebook ads. Now, just do me a huge favor and put yes in the comment box if you want to know exactly why I think something as crazy as Messenger could be as big or bigger than Facebook ads in general. And I'm not hyping it up. I'm being dead serious, and I want to explain exactly why I'm saying this. Because it's already been proven in a different country, and this is crazy. This has already been proven in a different country. But Facebook Messenger is going to very much be the future of a lot of your businesses. And I know it seems hard to understand, and you're like, I don't even know how to market in Messenger, and don't worry. But when they announced that teams like mine could actually build into Messenger, a light bulb went off in my mind. So let me just tell you guys one thing real fast. The single most important thing that you can do in 2017 and 2018, the single most important thing that you can do is this. I hope you're ready, so I want you to write this down. Is you need to figure out how you can get your business and your experience into your customer's life. It's not the reverse, and I want to explain this. Right? In 2014, 2015, 2016-ish, you could put an ad up and send people to your website, right? That was bringing people to you. And I want to use this analogy. How many of you have ever invited a friend to your house? Or here's the analogy. How many of you guys have ever had a friend invite you to their house, and what you thought in the back of your mind was, I'd rather them come to my house than me go to theirs, right? Just type me in the comment box or questions box if that thought has gone through your head before, right? How much more likely are you to entertain guests or to deal with people or to put up with people who are kind of friends but not really? But how much more are you willing to give of yourself when the experience comes to you? That's what I want you to think about. I want you to be serious on this. It's just like with any store. Why do you think Macy's and Sears are closing down the stores as we speak? Why do you think they're doing it? Yes, it's because e-commerce is blowing up. I get that. It's not just about e-commerce. What e-commerce is, here's what I want to do. I'm going to stop for a second, and I want you to legitimately, I want everybody here right now, I want you to say what. I want you to type the word what into the question box, because I want your mind to be open to what I'm about to tell you, because this is not some basic level training like make a squeeze page and do this. This is a higher level thinking that I need to make sure your guys' minds are ready to actually accept what I'm about to say. Because if you're not open to listening, it's not going to translate. So listen to this. The reason e-commerce is so successful isn't because it's a shopping cart on Shopify. It's because you are now able to go to your customer instead of making them come to you. The big difference there, the reason e-commerce is so successful is because everybody is online. People do not leave their house as much as they used to. That is a fact. That is a fact. They don't travel to stores as much as they used to. Simple fact. You can now reach people in rural areas, in rural towns, where they were 30 miles away from a store. Where if you had a store in a city, you're 30 miles away from, from Cindy Lou. Now Cindy Lou can go online and come to you. That is the biggest difference. Your audience can now come to you. And I saw Facebook Messenger and I said this, oh my goodness, Facebook Messenger is the key for everybody. And here's what we're going to talk about. But just know, again, guys, what I'm about to tell you, when I describe this, it's going to change the way that you look at Messenger, and it's going to change the way that you look at Facebook forever. And that is, look at some of these stats. Did you know that last year, in the first 6 months of 2016, the #1 most downloaded app, and I want you to put wow in the comments box when you realize that you would have never guessed this. The #1 most downloaded app in the United States is Facebook Messenger. And it was actually tied very close to #1 in the entire world with another app that we're going to talk about here in a second. But put wow in the questions box if you are shocked to know that it had more downloads than Pokemon Go, it had more downloads than Snapchat, more downloads than Facebook, more downloads than Instagram, more downloads than Pandora, YouTube, Netflix, Spotify. It had more downloads than Musical.ly, Pinterest, Uber, and iTunes combined. And yet, here's the thing that I think is funny. If the most important thing in your business is reaching your customers where they are, right? It's this ease of information transfer. So think about it. Uber is so successful because they bring cars to you. You no longer have to go to cars. The name of the game right now, and I'm dead serious, the name of the game right now is convenience, convenience, convenience. If you can make it more convenient for your users to reach you, then they're more likely to actually go to you. So I find this very interesting that nobody would have guessed that Messenger was the most downloaded app of 2016, but it was, which is crazy. So as of that statistic, 11%, now we can look at the 1.1 billion people who use Messenger, 11% of the entire global population uses Messenger every single month. And when you take into account the fact that probably 40%, maybe 40% of the world doesn't even have internet access, and then another X percentage doesn't have cell phones, you're talking about most likely 30% to 40% of all cell phones have Facebook Messenger, which nobody else but Facebook can claim to be in that many phones. Now, here's where the key comes in. What if you guys could market in an app that is downloaded by more people than any other app on the planet? Don't you agree? Just do me a favor and put a yes or a Y in the comment box. If you could send your business through Messenger, you have a higher likelihood of actually reaching people, right? It's very basic, because now you're not having to worry about, yes, you can still use ads, you can still use Facebook, you can still use all of that stuff. It's still very, very valuable. But the big difference is this: Facebook Messenger is completely untapped. And we know that Facebook Messenger is on more phones than any other app on the planet aside from Facebook. So if we can reach people on Messenger, there's a really good chance we're reaching a majority of our customers. And actually, I think the US statistic is somewhere around like 78% of cell phones have Messenger downloaded on them, which is crazy. But that's what got me really riled up, was, wow, if everybody in the United States and most people in the world have Messenger, it'd be really cool to be the one person or the crew of people who can actually drive my business through Messenger, because I know it's a guarantee that they're going to see it, as opposed to me sending them an email, right? And so with doing this, when he announced the API, he said, Mark Zuckerberg himself said that within 72 hours of sending a message on Messenger, it has a 95% open rate. I would love to see wow from anybody who thinks that's a pretty staggering statistic, that Facebook themselves said that 95% of all messages that are sent through Messenger are open within 72 hours. That is a statistic that email has never been able to claim. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you could send 100 messages and actually show the message to 95 people. Now, I don't know about you, but I know that there are some big companies out there that focus on brand marketing. How much do you think that they would pay to be able to get into people's messenger inbox and just show their brand's face one more time? There's value to that. There's value to your customers seeing your brand. I'll share with you a very interesting statistic that hopefully you guys don't mind me sharing. I have my little stat growth here. Right here is super interesting to me. At any given time, only 3% of your market is actively buying. 56% are not ready, and 40% are poised to begin. So what that means is, right now, if you advertise to 100,000 people, only 3,000 are actively buying. 40,000 of them are about to buy. So when you're advertising your products, you're advertising to 3%, right? Because only 3% are ready to buy. But think about it. What if you could reach them in Messenger, and then tomorrow when their buddy messages them and they go back into Messenger, there's your message again. Now, how many of you think, and I want you to just do me a favor and put the number 40 in the comment box if you agree that that's a much better way to ensure that you are in their inbox when they're ready to buy. Because again, they're poised to buy right now. So later down the line, a week, a month from now, when they've seen your product a couple more times, they know they can go right into Messenger and get the link to purchase it again. That, to me, is freaking huge, man. We can now go to them and we're always there. Email, people delete. Nobody really deletes messengers, which I find very interesting. But the cool part is this. This means with 95% open rates, it means that you can now send 100 emails and get 95 people to open those messengers. So they're not emails, they're messenger messages. Messenger is the new email, because if you think about it, email back in the day, and guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna continue to share stats with you guys that blow your mind. But email back in the day, and just do me a favor and type email in the comments in the questions box if you remember this. When we first started with email, it was all to pass information, right? We were emailing friends, we were emailing family. We didn't get as nearly as many spam emails as we get nowadays, obviously. And so, back in the day when email first started, you might get 1 or 2 emails a day, and you'd read every single one of them, right? And then even when you got 10, 15 emails a day, you still read every single one of them. But think about it. The new way to do email is through instant messaging. It's Messenger. Now we don't send emails to our friends. So why do I even use my inbox? Well, I use my inbox when I buy something and they send me a receipt, things like that. But guess what? Messenger's taking that away as well. I'm telling you guys, Messenger is the future of the inbox. Email is not dead by any means, and I still love email and I still use email. But if you're not aware of Messenger's transition, you're going to be missing out when everybody else is using it. You're going to be like, man, what happened? Why didn't I know that? So here's the real secret. Everybody on this call at some point is probably marketed on Facebook, Google, Bing, Instagram, or even sites like Reddit, Pinterest, and all the other social sites. But nobody's really doing anything on the number 2 most used app on the planet. And why haven't any of you thought to, get your business in Messenger? And so that leads me to this question. How do I take advantage? Knowing that Messenger is an incredibly powerful spot to get traffic is one thing, but being able to do something about it is something different altogether. So let's talk about how Facebook has made it possible for us to get in people's primary inbox without adding any more manual labor to the process, and how this is leading to more sales than ever before. And we're going to show you guys what some of these sales actually are. So here's where we're going to break it down right now. Here's the Facebook side of things that we're going to break down. This is the real secret. There are 5 main actions that can take place when somebody sees an ad of yours on Facebook. They can like the ad, they can share it, they can click it, they can continue scrolling, and there's one more. And I want to describe to you a little scenario, right? I want this to make sense to you guys, so I want you to pretend. Let's pretend you're driving in a car, and Facebook can see inside your car. And they see what you're doing inside your car. And as you're driving down the street, you obviously see stores, and then you see all these cool places with your friends and whatnot. Now, you drive by a store, and you see a pair of pants. in a window, and you look out your window while you're driving and you go, that's cool, right? That's a like, right? Just do me a favor and put 1 in the comment box if you agree. That's a like. It's that simple. All a like is you look at something and you say, that's cool, right? That's a like. I want you guys to do me a favor, and I really want the interaction on this one so that I know that you're actually, kind of letting this scenario wash over you, because it's important that you guys understand where we're coming from, because this is where it's going to go. This is how Facebook thinks as well. So Facebook watched you drive by the store. They watched you say that was cool, and they watched you continue driving. And so now Facebook is ranking, right? They're going to rank these stores. And they're going to say, well, Harry or Peggy, Chris, John, Dale, Balaz, Eric, Christopher, Ramari, he drove by and he liked the product, but he didn't interact in any way. He didn't stop. He didn't do anything else. So, it's okay. You don't get a whole lot of priority there. Then you drive by and you take a picture of the store and you text it to your friends. That's a share, right? Do me a favor and put a 2 in the box if you agree. That's a share. Facebook sees this and they're like, oh, that's cool. He must really be interested in the product because he's sharing it with his friends. But Facebook also realizes, you know what? Sadly, it doesn't do a whole lot for that business owner. So his product must not be good enough, because, it might lead to business in the future, but it doesn't do anything for him now, right? And so people are like, well, now Facebook's like, okay, let's keep looking. Now, number 3, click the link. That would be if you actually pulled your car over, dropped, got out of your car and went in. Facebook obviously knows, okay, this is great. This is awesome. And then if you, add an item to your cart and then you buy it and then you walk out, now Facebook's like, oh, this store is really cool for people just like Greg. We're going to show more people like Greg this store, and that's how you start to really get more action out of it. Now, put number 3 in the box if you agree that number 3 is always the best objective, right? Number 3 is always what we want because it can lead to us actually making money. And this is how Facebook actually looks at audiences. They're like, oh, Eric stopped. He didn't just drive by and like it. He didn't just take a picture and share it with his friend. He actually got out of his car and looked. So now that business has a little bit more response from Facebook, because they're going to say, I want to get more people like Eric into the store. Now, they can continue scrolling, which that would just be you staying in your car and you don't even look at the store and you just scroll by it. That's going to happen more often than not. But the 5th one is the most important, and I want to reiterate just how important this is, and you guys are going to get it once we talk about it. The 5th thing that you can do is comment. Now, I want you to put a 5 in the box. Wait to do it, though. I want you to put a 5 in the box when this really sets in. When somebody comments on a post, they are verbally attaching themselves to the post. They're verbally attaching themselves to your page, and they're making a commitment. Sharing is easy, right? That's just taking a picture of something, sending it to your friends. That's a share. Facebook doesn't think that there's a whole lot of value in that. But now with a comment, it's different. Now here's the analogy, right? You're driving by, you like something, you share something. Now let's say we stop and we see the owner outside of his store and we said, hey, those are great pants, man. How many of you guys agree? Just put a 5 in the comment box if you agree that Facebook is going to favor a comment over everything, because now you see what it's actually like in human form, right? Of course they're going to favor a comment. You actually have to stop what you're doing, think of something to say, and verbally commit to the post. That lets Facebook know this person is psychologically more in touch with that ad than it would be if they liked it or if they shared it, because they are literally stopping their day to think of something to say and saying it. Now, I want to show you guys what else is really cool about this. Facebook realizes this, and check this out. Let me just blanket these things out here. When you stop and comment, I want to show you guys. Check this out. So let's go to like a quick fan page real fast that I had a post on, and I'll show you guys here in a second. I want you to look at this. So when somebody likes the post, it only shows 2, right? So like if I'm scrolling by my newsfeed and I see this post and I get down here, I'm only seeing 2 people who actually commented. And on the shares, it doesn't show me any names either, right? Unless I mouse over. But the comments, I can quickly see everybody. Now watch. If I go to, mine was automatically sorted by top, but if I go to all, you can see everybody's name and their profile image. Nowhere else on Facebook do you see so much information about the people who are interacting with ads than this, right? Comments are doing way more to show when somebody likes something because it stays there. You get their profile image, their whole name, everything. When I mouse over this, I don't get their profile image and name. It doesn't show me that in a big window. So Facebook knows when you comment on something, you're really interested in this. And here's what's really great about this too. Look at this comment post, guys. Look at this thread. This person tagged their friend. 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 I didn't even say tag your friend. Look at this. It doesn't say tag a friend. It says comment me below. It does not say tag a friend. So imagine this. Now, not only are these people stopping at my store, but they're also bringing a friend with them. I want you to put wow in the comment box when you realize just how much more powerful comments are than likes and shares, right? It's not quite, maybe it's not quite as powerful in some ways because you can't make money right away. It's not as powerful as a click, but it's a million times more powerful than a comment and a share. Or I'm sorry, than a like and a share, right? So just do me a favor and put wow in the comment box. I want to see the wows because I want to know that you guys understand this because the power of this is massive. And we're going to talk about this because this is incredibly, incredibly important. So Facebook understood that comments are this important, right? They understand, and somebody said agreed unless it's a negative comment. That's not true. Any comment is better than a like or a share, or it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. It literally does not matter because here's what's going to happen. When that person comments, it's going to go on their friend's newsfeed, right? So we've got Leslie here. Leslie, let's say you went on that post and you commented. When you comment, all of your friends on Facebook are going to see a post that says, Leslie commented on this post. You guys have all seen that before? You can just say yes if you've seen that on Facebook, where it shows you when your friends are commenting on stuff. I want to walk you through what happens when you see that. In your mind, this is what you're thinking. I promise you, you are way more likely to go to that post and look at it because now you want to see what is this person saying? What are they saying? What are they talking about? If they just shared it, you're way more likely to pass judgment on it right away. You're going to be like, oh, stupid so-and-so just sharing more crap that they're into. But when they comment, you want to learn more. So comments increase our reach significantly. And Facebook realizes there is a physical connection between comments and fan pages and people. And so what they did was they actually made it available. And we're going to talk about this here in a second. They made it available, and I'm going to pass some of this stuff because I want to get to what I'm talking about on this section here. They made it available where when somebody comments, as a business, we can actually send them a messenger message, right? So when they comment, Facebook knows the attachment is so deep that they're going to allow us to send a message to that person from that fan page. Now, I want to see all capitals. I want to see all capitals. I want to see OMG when you realize how insanely, insanely powerful that is. They realize that the connection of a comment is so deep, they are willing to let us send a message directly into the #1 messaging app on the planet into the primary inbox of the person who commented. And it's not even a secondary inbox. It's not like a side like message request section. It's the primary inbox. But you can only do this through commenting, which is how I know that Facebook realizes how valuable comments are. And so there is no good other method to get into the Messenger aside from Messenger ads, which are very complicated, and you have to have chatbots in place, which requires a lot more work. So let's not talk about things that require a lot more work because I don't want them either. So when I realized this, we were diving through the developer code base, and guys, here's the thing. I'm being dead serious. Here's the thing, and Christopher, yeah, hit me up. Here's the crazy part is, it's like I didn't understand. Nobody really knew this until you really started playing around with the developer code base. We went into the Messenger API, and we saw that they had built this functionality in that allows us to send message to commenters. And so because we're in a beta program and we can actually reach out to Facebook, we said, hey, did you intend on giving us the ability to do this? Right? I want to see you guys put LOL in the chat box when you realize Like, I was literally going to Facebook asking them, like, did you actually mean to allow me to do this? Because I feel like you're about to take this away from me. Like, I feel like this is way too powerful that I'm going to do it for like a month, and then you guys are going to yank it from my hands. And sure enough, we got a message back from Facebook that said, no, we definitely meant for that to happen. Like, that's something that we're going to be banking on for a long time. It's not going anywhere. It's not a fad, not a trend, and it's not illegal. It's very much something that you can absolutely build softwares on. So I was like, oh my goodness, man, I got to get on this, because there's no way to manually do it. You have to automate it. It has to be done behind the scenes. And so when I realized that those connections were out there, that's when I was like, I can't be the only one who knows this and who sees this. And so I started going through, and I'm like, why is nobody else talking about the fact that Messenger has 1 billion people using it? And now we can link comments to Messenger, getting us into an app that has 1 billion people on it. We can actually send our business through an app that has 1 billion people on it. If I just said that to most of you guys right in the beginning, and I said, hey, how would you like to send your business through an app that has 1 billion people on it? You'd be like, yeah, sure, but it's going to definitely cost me money. Well, the funniest part is it's free. This is the definition of free traffic. 100%. Do me a favor. I want to know that you guys get it. Put free in the comment box when you understand this is what free traffic is. There is no more free traffic than this. We're going to go to the #1 app on the planet for messaging. We're going to be able to send links, images, whatever we want. And it's all going to come from somebody who's commenting, which is already forming a deep relationship with our fan page. This is like shooting fish in a barrel. And somebody said the other day, actually, this is like shooting a bunch of pre-shot fish in a barrel. And that's what it is. Absolutely amazing stuff that's going on here. So the key here is eyeballs. The key element is that Facebook Messenger isn't saturated. Since nobody's advertising or sending messages through Messenger to reach their customers, the customers themselves aren't being bombarded. Unlike email, where the average adult receives 300 emails a day, making it impossible to stand out. Just do me a favor and type email in the chat box if you find this statistic interesting. The average buyer, here we go, I'm gonna bring it up. Here we go. The average buyer gets 100 plus emails a day. I'm talking about buyers, the people that you want to reach. The average buyer gets 100 emails a day, opens 23 of them, and clicks on just 2 of them. Did you realize that every single day when you send emails, you're only going to read, you have a 2% chance that your buyers are going to open your are going to click your email. Isn't that shitty? Sorry for the language, but it sucks. It sucks. Flat out. And I don't think email's dead, because it can definitely depend on the relationship. This is obviously average numbers, but you know, if the average buyer's getting 100 emails a day, I'd rather stand out in a place where they're only getting 3 or 4, which is like back in the beginning of the internet marketing days. Guys, do you all understand? And please, just say yes in the comment box if you understand how this is actually just like getting in on email marketing when people used to actually care about email marketing. Like back in the day when we all had dial-up modems and we had 56K and freaking AOL.com and like, you've got mail. Like back in the day when we had that, this is what that's like. This is just like that, an unsaturated marketplace where everybody is now using it. Amazing. But look, so you can also, you know, you can still pay for traffic using Facebook ads, and I love that. And you can still pay for it with even using what we're going to show you here in a second, but you don't necessarily have to. And now we're able to guarantee higher results, which is great. So I'm going to show you guys what we're actually doing. And before I even talk about that, this is another really cool section that we just kind of recently decided to build on. And what I'm going to show you guys right now is a feature that every single person who's here, and I'm dead serious, every single person who's here is going to be able to use this to generate subscribers. I would love to know, put a 1 in the comment box if you've never generated a subscriber in your life. Put a 2 in the comment box if you've done it, but you're not very consistent. And put a 3 in the comment box if you're, you know, consistently generating subscribers. I just want to know, like, kind of gauge the audience level. 1, if you have no subscribers. 2, if you have some, not enough. 3, if you're consistently generating subscribers, because this is going to be something very interesting. So every one of you, and you know, we've had a couple of people put 3s in here, especially you, are going to benefit from this next feature, because now we're going to talk about how we can sync Facebook with email as well. right? Because we talked a couple minutes back. We talked about how squeeze pages are going to convert a little bit lower these days, mostly because of the fact that some of the reasons being people are very mobile, things aren't mobilely optimized. I get that. They don't want to watch videos on mobile, whatever it is. But making people type stuff in and then also getting fake email addresses, that's another problem. We're going to solve that here today. And so another thing that we found while kind of stumbling through the Facebook code base was Facebook allows us to actually ask Facebook if we can grab email addresses from people. Just do me a favor and put wow in the comment box if you think that's pretty phenomenal. That in about 3 seconds, we can create a link that will ask somebody to give us their email address. They don't have to type anything. Facebook will send us the email address. All we have to do is just know how to do it, right? So pretty impressive thing that we're about to show you guys here. So I want to see some Let's Chats if you guys want to see a live demo of exactly how all this stuff works and how we're using it in real time right now to lower ad costs and to do some really, really big things. I know that the wows are coming, so let me just go ahead and pull this up right here. So what we built when we were in that developer code base is the beginning of what we built is called ChatMatic. And what it does is you guys can see here, it shows you, how many triggers you have. We call a trigger anytime you have a post that you want to send, private messages on, you'll add a trigger. I just want to show you exactly how this actually works. So we're just going to log in real fast. And so check this out. When you log in, you're going to go to a settings tab. When you go to your settings tab, it'll ask you to connect to Facebook. When you're already connected to Facebook, you can see here a list of every page that I'm the admin for, right? So this is pretty cool. Every single page that I am the administrator for. So I can go to Mom's Club right here, right? So I click on that. It's got a checkbox. I go to connect to page. I'm going to do a live demo. I'm going to do, hold on one second. Let's go ahead and go back in here. I want to do a live demo for you guys to actually show you some of how this actually is going to go down, which is really, really cool. We use this for every single post, every kind of, whatever you could imagine. So I'm going to go to, actually, I showed you guys this Pug page, right? I have this Pug post that I posted right here. And so this is a cool post. It's getting a couple of comments. So watch what I can actually do. Inside of Chatmatic, I'm going to go to, you can see here the list of my fan pages on the left. I go to Post Trigger. And what it does is it pulls up all of my posts that I have from this Pug page. And here's what's really nice. When the little trigger is turned green, it means you have a responder and it's turned on. So when somebody comments on one of these posts, you're going to send them a message. So right here, this little blue dot, it says right here, and I did this as a test. Actually, this morning I did it as a training video. All you do is you select the post that you want to send a responder to. And so like you can see there's no green dot here. So if I click on that, it'll say add new. And it says no reply yet, add new. When I add a new reply, and I'll show you, here we go. I'm going to say, pugs are cute, right? Make sure you check out, I'm going to send them to Viral Snip, just a viral website for more pug action. Right now, save. Right now, it's done. Anybody who comments on that post that I just showed you right there is going to get that message, and I want to prove it to you right now. So watch this. Let me clear out the messengers in my inbox right there. I'm going to go down to that post on this fan page right now. This is cool. This is how long it takes, guys. It takes 2 seconds. So I'm going to comment now, so cute. Oh, but wait. One thing I got to make sure is, you see how right now it looks like I'm commenting from my Pug page? I actually have to comment from my personal page in order to get the reply. So cute. Right? So I commented so cute, and give it a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Check this out. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to put OMG in the box when you realize how amazing this is that just what just happened. Right? And now, I want to show you guys this too, because this is crazy. Like, legit crazy. Watch this. I'm actually going to turn my camera on for a second. I don't normally do it just because when I have my camera on, sometimes my connection goes out. But let me just do this real fast. I want to show you how cool this is. So, showed up in my primary inbox, not my others inbox. See, it says message request. This was in the primary inbox. Now, watch this. Hold on. Let me go my web camera. So let me know when you guys can see me. It looks like it's spinning. I'm waiting for it to come up. Sometimes the connection takes forever. Okay, I think you guys can see me now, right? Hey guys, how you doing? How's it going? You guys should be able to see me. So watch this now. This is on my phone. Look at the number one thing that just popped up there. Pug Nation. On my phone, on the lock screen. I just got a message saying, Pug Nation, look at that. Pug Nation, pugs are cute, right? That now I want to see some more. I want to see some wows from you guys when you like when it really hits you that just how insanely cool that actually is, that we can do that now on that, right? It took 2 seconds, 2 seconds to do this. And so Tim says, is this a personal message or will other people see the message, some response when they comment? Everybody who comments on a fan page post is going to get an individual message to them. It's a private message. It's not going to go to everybody. It only goes to one person, which is incredible. Incredible. So Eric, yeah, the comment box is the question box. Sorry about that, guys. So you guys can still see my screen, obviously, so you can see I can do this with any post that I want. And what's great is I did it here, right, on this post. And now watch, I can actually go to see response. Now I want to show you something very, very cool. So let's talk about open rates, right? Every single time somebody comments, let's look at the open rate, which you can tell the open rate when, if you look here, whenever they show the picture's icon right there, if you watch my mouse, right there, when it shows the customer's icon, that means that they've opened the message. So, for instance, this guy has opened the message. So watch, when I mouse over it, you see how it says "Seen by Nigel"? Just do me a favor and put "seen" S-E-E-N when you realize that right now we're at 100% open rate, right? That like we're just going to look at one. We're going to look at one. So that was one. This person saw it. That's two. That person hasn't seen it, so we're at 66% open rate. But what's great is that means this person has a message sitting in their inbox waiting to be opened. Isn't that cool? So when they do come back to the Messenger app, they're going to see us then. And that's what I talk about when I say 3% of your market is ready to buy now, 40% is poised to buy. When this person logs back into their Messenger in a week, they're going to see this message as an unread message. Now we're at, let's see, so now we're at 75% opens. Now we're at 80% opens because we're at 4 of 5. Now we're at 5 of 6, 6 of 7, 7 of 8. You guys see where I'm going with this? This is amazing, right? This is absolutely amazing. Chris said, how do we know it's going to be sent, not going to be sent to the other inbox? It's never sent to the other inbox because Facebook knows the connection between a comment and people wanting to get a reply from that. So it's always primary inbox. Always primary inbox. It's never in the other folder, guys. What if they comment on an ad but don't like the fan page yet? It doesn't matter, Chris. They still get the message. They don't have to like the fan page in order to get the message. So let's see. If they comment multiple times on the same post, they only get one reply. If they comment on another post tomorrow, they'll get a different reply, a new reply. And you set all this up in here. Now, here's what's great. So you guys, just do me a huge favor, everybody, type power into the questions box when you realize how powerful that really is, because obviously, no matter what you're doing, we've got a very, very good cycle to help you grow your business, also get more traffic, generate more sales. If you guys are in e-commerce, you can use this to offer discount coupons. If you guys are in lead gen, you can offer case studies for anybody who comments, and now your ads are going to go down. In a second, we're going to actually talk about the $30,000 case study where I spent $30,000 to test out whether or not telling people to comment actually got a lower ad cost, and what you guys are going to see is going to blow your mind. But before that, I want to show you something absolutely amazing. So I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to go right now. We're going to go to a website. You guys, I want you to demo something for me. And this demo is our button that allows us to get people to sign up without typing anything ever, right? So watch this. I'm going to send it in the box. You guys just saw the comments box come through, the chat box, right? That's the chat box. Continue to talk to me in the questions box because that's separate. But I want you guys to go to chatmatic.com/lead demo. I want you to look at this. When you go to the page, you're going to see it just says this is a demo page, blah, 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 but we want to show you the functionality. You guys click here to see ChatMatic, and what's going to happen is this. I'm going to go into my subscribers tab. I'm going to go to button subscribers, and I'm going to look and see how many people. You guys can see here I'm getting a lot of email addresses, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how those work. But as we refresh, as you guys go to that lead demo page, I'm going to call people out who are here on the webinar right now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what happens. We actually can generate subscribers with a click of a button, and I want to show you exactly how that works right now. So watch this. So pay attention. We're gonna set up a brand new button. Right now it says a chat with us button. Don't worry about that. It's a subscriber button. It's how we're actually going to get subscribers and leads without ever making anybody type anything. So here we go. www. We're going to go to my Well3 homepage. Do me a favor, guys. Tell me a campaign name that I can test this with right now so that I can prove to you that we can actually pull email addresses directly from Facebook. Give me a campaign name that I can call this that you guys know that I did it live right now. I want somebody to type in a random campaign name that I couldn't have made up on my own. This way I can prove that we're doing this live. I'll wait. I know a lot of you guys are looking at the actual lead button here. So check this out. Sean Doig, Chris Mason, Ken Hammond, Harry Higginbotham, and Jim Steimer. You guys, I've gotten everybody's email address who clicked that, right? We get the email addresses, and we pull it straight from Facebook. Okay, so Chris was the first. He said potato. That's a good one. There's no way I'm making that one up. So I'm going to go potato test, right? So watch this. That's all I did. Do me a favor, guys. Type simple into the comment box if you agree that that's pretty simple, right? I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to go one really cool step further. Now, imagine if you could just post viral content that went through a subscriber button like that, right? Instead of actually making somebody look at a button, we can actually do this. So check this out. This is going to be pretty cool. Give me a sec as it's loading. It seems to be loading for a while. You don't need a Facebook lead page. You literally don't need anything. All you need is the button that we're going to create. So check this out, guys. This is freaking crazy cool, okay? This is a viral article, which is what Facebook wants us to share, right? That's easy to understand. I go to ChatMatic, and I say, okay, I want to redirect people to that viral article. And we're going to call it potato test pug, just so that I know that it's coming from that, right? So I'm going to test it to see if it'll actually pull information from Facebook. So watch this. I hit chat with us, and look, so it's going to redirect to that viral snip page, because again, for whatever reason, it's taking a long time to load. We're going to let it sit there for a minute. It pulls up this little code that you have down here. Now I'm going to grab the URL out of this, because this is all that matters, is the URL. And you guys can see over here, it redirected. So if anybody clicks on this link that I'm about to pull, then they'll be redirected to that viral snip page, but Facebook is going to send us their email address. I'd like to see some wows in the comment box, and I'm going to prove to you right now that this works by actually demoing the link, but I want you guys to say wow when you realize just how important this actually is, because this is incredible, right? I'm waiting on the wows, because I want to see the wows, because I want you guys to really be on the same page with me on exactly how we're actually achieving this. It's that simple. And this is that moment that I referenced in the beginning of the webinar when I said something's going to happen on the call where you guys are going to be like, wait, what just happened? And this is that moment. You're going to see me click a link. It's going to get my email address out of Facebook, and you're never going to see me type anything, and you're going to wonder, how is that happening? It's happening because of the connectivity that we have with Facebook, and we're the only group on the planet right now doing this. So watch. Are you ready? Here we go. I go to subscribers, button subscribers. You guys just saw. I didn't type anything in. I haven't done anything crazy. Look at this. Travis Stevenson, my email address on the potato test pug offer. Put blown, mind blown, when you realize how freaking insane that is, right? Now watch. we're going to actually test this thing out. I'm going to go to Bitly. I'm going to make a short Bitly link, copy it, because it's a big, ugly link now. I'm just going to shorten it. I'm going to go to my Pug page, and I'm just going to post it. Now, it's not, because it's a Bitly link, it's not going to pull any information out, right? It's got no cool info. All I got to do is I'm actually going to grab this image via screenshot. Let's see. Here we go. I'm actually going to grab this image via screenshot. As long as it's pretty, you know, pretty much like this, it should work. So I'm going to grab it, put it on my desktop. And now check this out. I click this little plus button. I grab the image. And now it's going to give me a little link image up here, right? So don't worry, it'll change the shape here in a second. Now I'm going to click the Bitly, and I'm going to change this to the 9, what is this called? The 9 pugs every pug owner wants to snuggle, cuddle, and just hang out with. There we go. And let's say, I'm not even going to say anything on this, just publish. Now, normally I would ask for a comment, but look at this. So do me a favor and just put yes in the comment box if you think that my fan page is going to click and probably get me subscribers through that link, right? Anytime somebody clicks, I'll be getting a subscriber. It's that simple. So I want to also go back to this, guys, because I know some of you guys continue to test the button, so I want to show you it does work. We've got Chris Towland, Herman, Jennifer Josh, Stephen, Audrey, Tony, Jim, Harry, Ken, Sean, Chris. All of you guys saw right there in real time in 5 seconds how easy it was. I want to see you guys one more time. Just type the word power in the questions box when you realize just how powerful this whole software actually is. And we're going to take it one step further. Now you know everybody who comments on this post, you can send them a private message. Well, why wouldn't you send them a button like the link we just created, right? A link where if they click it, it asks them to subscribe. Well, we've done this, and I want to show you some of the messages that we've actually sent this way. This is so crazy. So watch this. All right. So we've got a bunch of, well, now I got a bunch of comments to sort through. Let's see. Yep, right here. Grab yours here. Let's keep our pets healthy. So they click on this link. They go right to a subscription form where it's going to ask them to opt into my list, right? That is phenomenal. I want you guys to see this because this is not a joke. I have, let's look, this is real numbers. Every page of my email button subscribers is 10 people long, right? So let's go ahead and say I've done about 10 tests. So one of these pages is just me. So there's 92 pages. Guys, that's almost 1,000 subscribers of people coming through Facebook. It's just incredible. And now watch. Those of you guys who are already getting leads, check this out. So I go to wealth3.com. Like, there's just so many ways to use the button. It's insane. But watch this. I go to wealth3.com/weekly. I'm going to watch this. When somebody tries to opt in, I give them the option. Register with your name and email or sign up with Facebook. So that's just giving them the option to actually do it. How many of you guys agree, just put me in the chat box, that you know somebody who you could probably charge 20 to 50 bucks a month just to be able to put this little button on their website? And that's what ChatMatic can make for you in a second. You guys saw me do it. You guys saw me actually do a whole campaign in less than 11 minutes. And that was with me explaining everything and going back and forth. So the 3 things that we're really doing here is this. Number 1, we're going to be able to generate more comments. And this is where the power really comes in. Now that you know that you can reply to everybody who comments with an instant message, now you can actually incentivize people to comment below. You can actually tell them they're going to get something. So you see here we've got comment pug below and we'll send you more pug love. So as you can see, a lot of people actually commented pug. They also commented other stuff down here, but a lot of pugs. By literally telling people to comment pug, we're getting more comments. With more comments, we get more organic reach, which means you pay less for the ads. At the end of the day, there is no situation where ChatMatic doesn't make it more affordable for me to actually run ads on Facebook to promote my business. I can do it without running ads in general. Every aspect of this, because comments, Facebook knows how powerful comments are. So when I get comments, I know that I have a deep connection with that audience. I can now send them messages, driving them back to my store, driving them to AdSense revenue, whatever it is. And I've got that subscribe through Facebook button that I can create in 5 seconds. I'd love to know, just put me in the comment box if you think that the way that my button setup is working, where all I did was put a redirect URL and told it, what campaign to name it. Don't you think that's so much easier? Just put me in the comment box if you think that's easier than the way that normal email marketing works, where you have to make these stupid forms and you have to do all this crazy stuff. But watch how cool this actually is. So now I go into integrations, and I can actually, I'm already integrated with Aweber, MailChimp, Market Hero, and SendLane in my system. So here's what's really cool. We integrate with a bunch of different autoresponders. But now I'm going to go to my subscribers tab. I'm just going to open up a new tab real fast. Go to my subscribers tab, my button subscribers, go to my last page. And I'm going to copy this potato test pug. I see Herman just tested it. So you probably got the reply and we got your email address. That was pretty cool, which was great. So watch this. I'm actually going to go to, let's say, Aweber. I'm going to go link campaigns. So here's how easy this is. Now I'm going to say add new. So everybody who opts into this campaign, I'm going to send them to this list. Done. Put wow in the comment box if you think that's super cool. Right? Like, it's not only is it the easiest way to build a list, but now you don't have to mess around with form code. There's no HTML to worry about. It's very simple. It's very fast. And I promise you this, guys, it is insanely, insanely powerful. I've done a couple of posts showing people just the button functionality, and other marketers in the space are freaking out about not being able to offer this sign up with Facebook button to their subscribers because they know that people want it. When given the choice, people want to be able to subscribe through Facebook. And somebody said over my head, it's not over anybody's head. This is basic. The basic of it is this. Facebook wants you to do things on Facebook that other people want. They don't want you promoting a business. They want you sharing content, right? Sharing content is how you get action on Facebook. Now, you can, when somebody comments, you can actually send them something instantly in response to get more business. You can leverage this to the moon, by the way. You can do all kinds of things with this. We do it with our ads and everything, and I want to talk to you guys about that now because I want to show you just how beneficial it is to use ChatMatic. And so I actually wrote this little thing up right here, my $44,000 case study. So let's talk about this real fast. Here's what I did. I decided to run ads on Facebook, and I said, okay, on one ad, I'm not going to use ChatMatic. So on one ad, I'm just going to promote it like I would normally promote it with whatever ad copy I have. So if you're trying to sell a product on Facebook, this is what you're already doing, right? That was one ad. The other ad, I said, I'm going to tell people if they comment, I'm going to send them something in response. So in e-commerce, I would say, if you comment, wow, I'll send you a 10% off discount coupon. Do me a favor, just put yes in the comment box if just that one application you realize can make you a lot more money, right? Somebody who probably wasn't going to stop and go look at your store, when they comment and you send them a discount coupon, they're now way more likely to go into your store, right? That's the reason discounts work in the first place. That's the reason that we all get those stupid spam coupon cutout things in our mailbox, because advertisers know, going way back to the old days, they know that if you give somebody a reason to shop in your store, they are way more likely to do so. So now, instead of just promoting your product as free plus shipping or whatever it is, you can now promote it and say, if you comment below, we'll give you a link where you can grab this product completely for free or 20% off or whatever it is until Friday, right? You send them a coupon code and you're done. And I see Michael, Christopher, Richard, Chris, Ramari, Sean all saying that they know that would add benefit to them. Now listen to these statistics. All of these are ad sets that I was running to get leads. And inside of these ad sets, I had one ad that was that was, doing it the old way, same way you're doing it right now, where you don't incentivize anybody to comment, so less people comment. The other one says, comment below and we will do this, right? Now, let's have a look at the actual numbers, what happened. So here's what came out of this. On average, my ads that incentivized commenting, so when I told somebody, if you comment below, I will give you this, I was getting leads at $3.85. Now, don't worry about the cost of this because I'm okay with the cost. You might think it's high, but what I want you to look at is the percentage of comments versus no comments. So ads that did not ask for a comment generated leads at $6.18. I want to see you guys, please do me a favor and put wow in the comment box when you realize in that first statistic, the only thing that changed was in one ad, I said, comment below and I'll send you a case study. In the other one, I did not say that. And it cost me double to get the same result when I didn't ask for a comment. So what I'm looking at is this. If you're not asking for comments right now, and if you're not incentivizing comments, you can ask for comments all day long, but if you're not incentivizing people to comment, why are they going to comment? You have to give somebody a reason to comment. When we gave people a reason to comment, it dropped the cost of my ad down in half. Now, here's another thing. The ads that incentivized commenting were 500%, not times, 500% more profitable than the ones that didn't. And here's my assumption. The people who comment on your ad to get the case study or the discount coupon or whatever, they're likely the same people who are going to continue driving past your store. So they wouldn't have interacted with you in your business in any way had you not given them a reason to. Now we give them a reason to. And so most of the time they probably opted in, and I got some crazy statistics from that for my webinar. We got 90% opens on the messages from people who commented, 80% opt-ins, which was crazy. And now here's the stat that every single one of you guys needs to be worried about. I want you to type CPM into the questions box right now so that I can know that you realize how important the CPM is in your ads. And somebody asked, do we integrate with Active Campaign? Yes, we do. Put CPM in the comments box. So this is cool. So they have to comment in order to get something instead of click. So you can still send them to your store, Brian. You can still let them click. We're just saying that if they comment, they're going to get something else. And they're going to get a private message in their messenger inbox, which is really cool. So get response is also in there. Yes. So CPM means cost per thousand. And do me a favor, one in the comment box, and your guys' communication is phenomenal, but one in the comment box if you know what CPM is, and two in the comment box if you're not familiar but you want me to explain. Because I don't want anybody to be lost on what CPM is and how important it is. And basically, in a nutshell, it's this. It is how much you're going to pay, right? How much are you going to pay to reach 1,000 people? And so on one of my ads, I was paying $21 on the ads that asked for commenting. I paid $21.01 to reach 1,000 people. On the ads that didn't, I paid $34.55. So I paid almost double to reach 1,000 of the same people if I don't ask for comments. And the reason for that is very, very simple, guys. When we get a comment, Facebook knows people like what we're showing. It then becomes very easy for Facebook to continue to share our ad. You see what I'm saying? Now we're gaining priority over the competition. Now it doesn't matter that we're spending less money. Just put yes in the comment box when you see how all of this actually comes together, right? Now we don't have to spend as much money as the next guy because we're beating him in the algorithm because we're getting more comments. We're showing Facebook that people like what we have to offer by getting comments. The other guy can get as many likes and shares as he wants, but it does not matter. We are getting comments, and that's what matters. So some fun facts for you guys. I got twice as many Facebook likes out of the ads that asked for comments, so people were eventually coming back and liking my fan page more. Of the people who got my message, 20% responded in some way. I valued 70% of those responses as positive, 20% as neutral, and 10% were just trolls. And that's cool because I don't really care about that. And here's another cool stat. I'd love to know, just type me in the comments or questions box if you're like, I don't care what I have to do. I just want to make money. I don't care how hard I have to work. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to make money. I'm going to hustle. I'm going to put in the time and the effort. Because listen to this. Out of everybody that I sent a message to, I followed up personally with some of them, right? I actually followed up personally with a few of them and ended up closing over $7,000 worth of sales from just having a conversation in the comments box, in the chat afterwards. So if some of you guys are like, I don't care what I have to do to make money, I just want to make money, here you go. This is the secret. This is the key right here, man. This is how you do it. And then let's see. Let's recap, obviously, on what we just saw. I'd love to see, type yes if you think that ChatMatic could either help your business or could grow a business that you maybe don't have quite yet. I know every single person in here could benefit from it, so I'd love to see lots of yeses, but I just want to make sure that you guys realize how absolutely insanely powerful this actually is. It lowers your ad cost. That's number one. It makes it easier to reach more people. It also reaches them in a place where they want to be reached. You are now sending your business to them, not making them come to you. It's absolutely incredible. And now we pulled 5,000 people. This goes back to the subscriber button. We pulled 5,000 people, and we asked them, if given the choice to sign up to one of these forms, are you going to click connect with Facebook, or are you going to sign up to the form? Out of the 5,000 people that we polled, 78% of them said that they would rather log in with Facebook. And so if people are already looking to log in with Facebook because it's easier, faster, quicker, whatever it is, they don't want to type their name, why don't we do that for email marketing, right? That's what ChatMatic allows us to do with email marketing. We can now instantly grab and allow them to sign up for our newsletter using Facebook. And so ChatMatic also gives you guys a big advantage on the statistics side of things, because we're not just getting their email address anymore. Now we're actually getting it from Facebook, so it comes with some more information. We actually get their age, their date, their age range, their first name, their last name, their email address, location, and a whole lot more, right? We're getting a lot more demographic information about them because we know we're getting a good, valid email address, and Facebook sends that information to us. So with all that information, the one thing that you have to understand is you have to know, if you know more about your traffic, then you can make more money from that traffic. So if you know that the majority of your people are opting in are 50 plus years old, then you can target more of those people on Facebook. How does this comply with canned spam? Nikki, you're not doing any emailing from our platform. So canned spam is only related to where you actually email. You're going to be emailing from a normal email marketing platform. Many times they do not use the email address they registered with on Facebook. Yes and no, Balaz. I've actually had more positive response because Facebook's doing so many new things where when you have to re-sign up with Facebook and stuff, you have to validate email addresses. I've had such a higher response from my email address from Facebook signups than anything else. But here's the exciting thing, guys, because right now I'm going to show you guys a glimpse into the future of what ChatMatic's actually going to do, because, again, we have some insights that you guys don't quite know about. But currently, ChatMatic can send individual messages through Facebook Messenger directly to your commenter's inbox. Obviously, a simple idea executed with precision. But we can also create the ChatMatic buttons and things like that. And I've got a feature that I haven't showed you guys yet that's going to be freaking crazy when you actually get to use it. This is what I call phase one of ChatMatic. It's our bare minimum MVP feature set. And again, guys, you guys are here before everybody else, which is going to be pretty beneficial. But today you have an opportunity to peer into the future of ChatMatic and see what massive integrations and robust feature sets that we're going to have. So just do me a huge favor. I would love to see everybody at least start typing right now the word promise into the comments or questions box, because what I'm going to show you, this next piece, actually does have to stay on here, because I'm going to be telling you guys where we're taking the software, not just where it is right now. And it's important that we don't tell anybody about this, because if one of you goes out and tells somebody and then 5 other people are talking about it, and it just poisons the well. So I want you guys to keep this between us. I see lots of promises. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So here's what we're going to do. By the end of March, we want to have these 3 features set up. One is data visualization. We obviously get a lot of data from Facebook when somebody subscribes to your list. So we want to show you that data in a way that's easy for you to understand how you're actually going to use it. We're also going to have logic, which allows you to send certain messages to certain types of comments. So that's going to be a pretty cool feature, which, obviously, the actual logic of it would work like, comment yes if you want this, comment no if you want that, and then you could tell somebody, you could tell my system, don't send a comment if they say something negative, things like that. So pretty cool stuff coming up that we're working on, finalizing, developing right now. And then this one, guys, is one of the biggest features. And this is something I'm super excited to be able to do. It's called Send to Messenger. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to type the word wow into the question box and comments box, but I don't want you to hit enter just yet. And I want you to sit on it for a second and let me explain what Send to Messenger actually does, okay? So Send to Messenger, and I want to show you guys, but it's too early. Send to Messenger allows you to, when somebody clicks this button on your website, you can actually send them a message from outside of Facebook, right? So let's say they're on your website, they're registered for a webinar, they buy your product, they're on your store, whatever it is, and you pop something up that says, hey, I'd like to give you a discount coupon, or here's your login information, or here's, how's the best way for me to reach you, or whatever it is, updates on your blog posts or whatever. Now you can essentially create a list that'll allow you to send them updates via Messenger. So you're not even having to send people stuff via email as much anymore. So let's say here how this would work out, right? You have a blog, and on the side of your blog post it says, click here to see how you can get notified of our blog through Messenger. They click there and they click send to Messenger. Instantly, you are going to send them a message on Facebook Messenger. Now, here's the cool part. They weren't on Facebook when that happened, right? They were off of Facebook when that happened. That's the key element. And I know for some of you guys, you're thinking, well, I don't understand exactly how this works. What it is it's basically reaching the customers that really want to be reached and doing so in Messenger instead of in email. And do me a favor, and you know what? Just put demo in the comments box if you want to see me actually demo this. I wasn't going to because it's in very, very beginner beta, but I want to show you guys if you really want to see it and to be able to understand exactly how it works. And actually, I'll be logging into a system that I don't even know if we're developing on or not. But all right, so let me just try this real fast. Hold on one second. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for 2 seconds so that I can actually get into our development platform. Guys, you're the first ones to ever see this. So just say thank you. Type TY in the chat box if you're thankful for the fact that I am going to show you this, because I was not going to. 100% I wasn't going to show you this, but I want you guys to know what's actually coming of this. So let me just log out of. Literally, I have other people in my alpha membership, and you guys are going to be the first ones to see it. They're not going to be happy that I'm showing you guys first, but watch this. All right, so hold on. I'm going to be opening it up here in a second, and I'll reshare my screen with you right now. Okay, so now I'm loading up my dev platform. This is going to be sick, guys. So crazy. Hopefully it actually still works, because we're actually building on it behind the scenes right now. So watch this. Okay, here we go. All right, this is our developer access. I go to campaigns, which you obviously realize didn't exist there. Now, I'm going to go add new campaign. I'm going to call it a name, right? We're going to call it potato, because that's what we said we were going to call it. I'm going to send my message from test page, community, whatever. My response text is going to be, hey, make sure you are at our live event. Or, hey, here's your 10% off coupon. Thanks for subscribing, right? I'm going to redirect them to whatever. I'm going to redirect them to my weekly webinar campaign. So watch this. Create campaign. Now that's all I did, but watch. I'm going to copy this URL. This is crazy. Ready? I go to the URL and look what happens. All that's going to show up is typically, hold on. So actually, I think this is what we were working on right now. So what's normally going to be here, and this is where I think we're at right now. So hold on. Let me just try another one. Yeah, okay. So just like this. Send a messenger button, right? So it shows my profile underneath. So I click send a messenger and watch this. Send a messenger. And that's just continue on to the next page, whatever. Now I'm going to go to Facebook. But I want you to look at this. In my messenger box, this is a test right here. You see this? I actually got the message. The next time I logged into Facebook, there it is. Right? Very simple. And all you've got to do is ask people, hey, do you want to get these updates? And when they click yes, it'll actually send it to Messenger. It's actually crazy. So that's coming by the end of March. So on March 20th, and again, I told you guys, you're like just early. We're 6 days ahead of launch. We're launching this whole thing out to the public. Something that nobody's ever put all these feature sets together in one system for you before. And we're going to be, once we launch on March 20th, we're going to be adding 100 new features to continue to advance and enhance ChatMatic, making it a must-have tool for every Facebook page owner. Soon, if you don't have these features, you're going to have nothing. And that to me is like, it's sad, but there's going to be some people here who don't have it, and that sucks. But everybody needs it. So I know you guys are ready for that, but here's my question, and I'm serious on this one. Type me into the questions or chats box if you want every feature that we release without paying any more future costs. So I'm talking about no upgrade costs ever again. How many of you guys would like to get all of those features, type me, and never have to pay another fee ever again? Because here's the deal. In October, we're launching this as a monthly cost subscription, where we are going to charge monthly fees and we're going to charge upgrade fees, but we're not doing that right now. So here's the great news. You guys are actually seeing this before everybody else, and we have this program that I released called Alpha. Alpha is a concept that I created for ChatMatic that refers to our members that are going to get every functionality, every ability, every training tool, every tool that we offer throughout the lifetime of the system. And now we're bringing on 500 members into our Alpha membership, and only 500. And by the way, guys, right now, I just checked our group. Not even kidding, and I'll show you in a second. We're at like 477 or 479. And I'll show you that in a minute, so you don't think I'm BSing you. So why 500? We want 500 people to help us add new features, tweak current ones, and grow our testimonial base so that when we launch this in March, and again in July, which that's actually October, we'll have proof that this amazing feature set actually works. And so really think about it like Kickstarter. You invest now, you get in earlier than everybody else, you get the software right now, you get to use it right now, but you get all the features that all the future people are going to be paying for, right? Pretty big deal. And this is one of those times where, like, if you've ever wondered, how do I get to be somebody's testimonial? How come everybody else is a testimonial and I'm not? This is where it happens. But there is obviously more. What is an Alpha member? Alphas don't just get every upgrade and product improvement that we're ever going to add. You're also going to get agency-level integrations, which should be ready to go by the end of March. I'm thinking probably early April by now. Do me a favor and please type the word agency in the toolbox. So this is a cloud-based software, Philip asked. Type agency into the comments or questions box if you would be interested in making money using ChatMatic by selling what it does to other people. Right? By using it, literally using it for other people. Guys, there are thousands of fan pages out there who would love, and I prove it to you on this call, there are thousands of people who would love to pay you $50 to $500 to $2,000 a month to manage their fan page, manage their fan pages and help them lower their ad costs. See, instead of having to build your own business, you can actually just use this for other people. So we're going to give you agency level access where what you're going to be able to do right away, you can use it as an agency no matter what. But in April, you're going to be able to create folders, and that folder is going to be, let's say you're managing Pepsi's fan page. You're going to be able to create a folder for Pepsi where they won't be able to see that, how you're setting up the triggers. All they'll be able to see is the statistics that you're getting for them, which is a really cool thing. But you're going to be able to organize it better. It's going to be awesome. But that's coming very, very soon. And you guys are going to get that at no additional cost, which, by the way, we're charging hundreds a month for that when we come out, just so that you guys know. But there is still more, because that's just who I am. Our group just last week voted on this t-shirt. We're going to be sending this t-shirt out once we hit our 500. Pretty awesome, I know. But this t-shirt is actually going to be sent to everybody who's one of our early adopters, because I love my alphas, and it's important to me. And you guys will see I'm dedicated to this cause more than you could ever imagine. So I know some people were going to be asking about training. Well, I want to invite you to our live training. So those of our first 500, you're going to be a part of the training instead of watching it in retrospect. And what that does is it gives me a chance kind of one-on-one to analyze your business, analyze your campaigns, really see what you're doing, what you're not doing, how you're using the software, and continue to train people on that. And so you're going to instantly get access to our training platform today, which we have broken up into very easy steps. I want to just show you guys real fast. We actually have this broken down into basically the different levels in which we want to teach you how to work, right? So very first thing, getting started. This is going to show you exactly how you can start using the app, how to attach your fan page, how to set up the first trigger, how to create a button campaign, how to integrate your autoresponder service, how to getting leads sent to your autoresponders. And I want you to look at this. This is what people were saying. Great explanation of these features. I said glad you guys are liking it. This person said, thanks, Travis. You made it really simple for an old-timer like me. You can follow. I appreciate you. Very easy to follow along. Let's see. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions. Great stuff, Travis. I was able to set mine up following along. And then, let's see, great explanation of these features. Awesome stuff. So as you guys can see, we've thought it out. Then you go into growth training. Now we're going to do stuff as we actually learn how to use the system more. Then we go into execution mode, and then we do agency apprenticeship. Great thing that we've done here, guys, is we also test you along the way to make sure that you actually understand what you're learning as you go. So I know it sounds pretty amazing to all of you guys. So just so that you guys know, unlimited fan page attachments, unlimited responder messages, all of our future upgrades, agency use with, yes, that is going to be $300 a month when we go live, but you guys aren't going to ever pay for it. You get unlimited autoresponders, unlimited integrations, you get the shirt, you're going to be a group member of ours, and you get access to our live training, and obviously unlimited use of the software in general. Well over $5,000 in raw immediate right now value. And so how much are we actually going to charge, right? Well, when I decided to launch ChatMatic back in March, I decided on a price that I thought was fair considering everything that we're putting into it. And again, guys, one of the things that you should realize is, a guy in my situation, we've put a little bit over 68,000 or 86,000, one of those two, in the software already, with about doubling that already invested as well. So we're 160,000 into building this software. So yeah, we want to at least make our money back on it and show some cool case studies. But you guys are in the case study phase. I'm not looking to make money back off of you guys. I want you guys to be in and to really be able to run it. So the number that I'm going to launch this at is going to be $2,500, and that might be in the October launch. We might launch that on March 20th. We'll see. But today you're not going to pay anywhere near that number, not even half of that number, which is really great for a lot of you guys who are wondering. So why would I not charge as much as I'll charge somebody else? Because you're going to be in before we have all the features. So what's great is you get a benefit of that. You get the discount. So I'm also going to do this. As part of the discount, I'm just going to ask that you guys do me a favor and just type yes in the comments or questions box if you agree that if you can use it and learn and benefit from it, that you will give me a testimonial from this, because that is what I really want from this program. Is I want a lot of testimonials. So if you start making money, you generate a list, you get a lot of activity on your ads, whatever it is, if you benefit from our learning, our situation, I just want to know that you guys will give me a testimonial. So I see a lot of yeses coming in, which is great. So again, you're not going to pay anywhere near half of that. So here's what it is. We're going to give you guys a fat discount, and just realize that I think, what's today? Today's Tuesday. So on Friday, we're adding $300 to this cost, and then on the 20th, we go up $600 more. So this is seriously, the price is going up. As I told you guys, we're not even going to go half of $2,500. So no, this $1,497 is not what you're going to pay. Wait. I realized you saw that. I wanted to get rid of anybody who thought the sticker shock and left and was like, oh, I don't want this. I want 500 active people, right? That's what I want. I want 500 active people. And yes, John, it's a one-time thing. So I'm going to describe that here in a second. So if you guys are promising to be active people, those of you who are still here, we're going to do this right now. I'm bringing it down to 500. I wanted it to be less than $1,000. $997 sounded comfortable because, heck, I've spent $997 on stuff before that did way less. So here's where you guys can go. Chatmatic.com/kickstart plan. Right now, you can go there. That's where you're going to be able to get access to your account. Access Chatmatic. You're going to fill it out right now. Fill out the form. Go grab your copy of this. Because again, I'm going to show you in a minute. We're already at like 480 people on our Facebook group. We're sticking with 500. That's it. Period. So that is what that is. Let's see. Let's see. You're welcome. No problem. All right. So let me just go and see where we're at there. Okay. Great. So, we're right. Go ahead and grab the Chatmatic Alpha license. This Alpha license is not going to be around for long, guys. So here's what's next, just so that you guys can know. Once we get 500 members, we're not taking any more members until the March 20th release. And at that time, the price is going to be its normal $14.97 until we release our next feature set, which is going to go $2,500. So every single new addition that we make to the software, which we make every 2 weeks, you're going to see. Oh wait, hold on. Somebody was saying that. Hold on. Oh, you know what? You're right, guys. Sorry, I showed you the wrong link. The link is actually chatmatic.com/kickstart. That's the link. There you go. Kickstart. All right. So let me just go ahead and do this. Make sure that nobody's seeing the wrong one there. I must have pasted the wrong one there. All right. So let's do this. Hold on. Okay. Yep. Chatmatic.com/kickstart. And then again, after March, we're not releasing any new access to this until we release it in October. So just so you guys know that. So now I want you guys to actually listen. I'm going to take my headphones off, and I want you to listen to what some other people have to say. Because again, just like I'm asking you guys now here, every one of our other Alpha members, I asked them as well, will you give me a testimonial when you actually get benefit from this? So I want you guys to listen to what some of these guys actually have to say.
Hey, what's up, guys? Dave Rogan Moser here. I've been using Chatmatic for a couple of weeks now. I just want to say thanks, Travis, for building this. I run a lot of Facebook ads into webinar funnels, into sales pages, into all sorts of funnels. And I just want to say my engagement on my ads has gone up a ton. Like, I feel like we are at the front end of a wave here. Where, like, right now we're doing things that nobody else in the market is doing. And honestly, it's because of Chatmatic. When I'm running my ads, I'm getting cheaper clicks, I'm getting cheaper leads, just because the relevance for my ads are going up. So I'm getting everything better. All the numbers are looking better across the board.
So that's obviously an important thing to hear, right? All the numbers across his entire business are looking better. That's what one guy said, but I wanted to reiterate with you guys on some other people so you guys can actually see. We've got Igor here, who was one of our first members, and he's showing you a stat where on ClickFunnels, he's got over 21 sales, and he was doing this inside of 7 days. 7 days, and hold on. You just can't access posts over 30 days old. Okay. 7 days, 21 sales, pretty amazing that he was able to do with Chatmatic. And again, you guys can see in these comments, people are actually saying he's doing it through Chatmatic, right? This person here said, hey, Travis, I've made roughly $1,000 in just 14 days, and Martin has made over $1,000, you can see, obviously, with Chatmatic, which is just crazy. And we've got Jerry here, and he says, I asked him what was it worth to his business because he picked up a couple of clients. At least $1,000 a month already. Hold on. Okay, cool. And then you see Martin Lane down here, 3 clients waiting. They'll be worth thousands when he converts them. So some of our customers are using this as an agency play. Some people are using this for their own business. It really depends on what you need it for, but everybody's benefiting. You guys can see here lots of people saying, love it, appreciate the level that you give to your community. Thanks for your leadership, Travis. This is awesome. This guy down here said, Travis, you're the first person I have come across that I actually believe 110% in. I know that it's important for you guys to know that your investment is safe in us and your training is going to be taken care of and all that. We've got over here Fab. He sent 11 messages using ChatMatic's trigger. So he had 11 comments hit his fan page. He sent all 11 of those people a message, giving them a discount link, and he said he got 2 sales via those 11 messages. Pretty amazing. Even Dustin Sanchez here. I like showing you guys this because it's important to know. He got his very first sale ever, and he only made $3.40 on ClickBank or whatever, but like he was just basically saying, like, look, this is great. It actually works. I just proved that it worked by making a couple of mistakes, and he only made a couple dollars, but he proved that it worked to him. This guy, my first client that I'm using this on, is starting to get some subscribers. This totally works. You can see here, guys. Look at this. One of our members sent us this. It's absolutely amazing, and you can see 793 messages sent on one trigger. He put up one trigger, and he was able to get 793 messages. We've got Juanita here who said that she's got a customer paying $100 a month to start, and that's on an agency client, so they're going to be able to go every single month. If she only has one client, she makes $1,200 a year off of that. That's so crazy. That's one client. She doesn't even have to do anything. The software does all the work. We've got Jason Johnson here. He said this is all viral traffic, guys. Look at this. 0 paid. And he was saying in our group before that Facebook hated his ads. Over 1.4 thousand people engaged in 5 hours, and he got 400 email addresses using our ChatMatic button. Isn't that crazy? That is just amazing. 400 email addresses inside of 5 hours using nothing but viral traffic and the button. And you can see he says right here, just like Travis is saying on the webinar right now. We've got Jolie Hyrola here, says, basically he got one client at $350 a month, and she's so happy that she's referring him to 2 other people. That's what, if he does that 3 times, that's $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. Guys, this is proving that it makes more than its money back. That's the key that we're seeing right now. You've got this guy was a very next comment, which is hilarious. He flew down to Florida for some reason and got a cleaning company to give him $500 a month to use ChatMatic for them. Here's another person who got 800 emails inside of 24 hours using our system. 800 email addresses, guys. 800 using the button. Here's another one. This guy actually was having a lot of issues being able to become profitable online. And so what he was doing was he used ChatMatic, and listen to this. Up until this point, he had spent $501 on ads and had made $75 in sales, give or take. And he had $119 in sales since using ChatMatic, so he's almost doubled his purchase number. His CPM has gone down like crazy, so he's spending less money to reach more people, which is amazing. And let's see. Today was a record day, by the way, 6 sales, which put him over the $50 mark. Feeling much relieved to hit this milestone. That, to me, is one of the most important testimonials I can get. Somebody who's trying and having a hard time actually making it. When they implement ChatMatic, they're finally making it. That, to me, is huge. One of the most valuable pieces of this is that you're joining a movement, guys, and you get to be a part of it. It's so much easier to learn with a group than to learn from a group, and you're going to have access to all the training, whether it's live or recorded, in real time, so that you can actually follow along with every upgrade and change. Because, with a small group, you'll actually be able to ask questions, and we're going to be able to help you get answers to those questions because it's a small group. Those of you guys who asked, I do have a guarantee, 15 days. If you're not happy for whatever reason in 15 days, you can send us an email, and we'll take care of it. We'll give you we just basically give you your money back right away. Not a problem. Not going to do that to anybody. And again, we want active users, right? I want active users. So if you're not going to use it, I don't need you in the program. And that's just kind of where my mind is. So just really quick, I know that actually while I'm listening to this, I know that Mark wanted to come on and mention something to you guys. So I don't know, Mark, are you around? I know he was.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. I had to unmute
Yeah,
myself there for a second. Sorry. Can you hear me okay?
yeah. I think we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Well, guys, well, first off, Travis, thank you so much for putting together this presentation and this special offer. This, like right now, me and my partner Matt, we're right inside ChatMatic, like building out campaigns. That's how much we love this program, and we think that it's the wave of the future. So, I mean, we're doing this stuff. We've been doing it the last few days, and we've been licking our chops, like setting up our campaigns. So we're right there alongside each and every one of you guys that's joined. So if you haven't yet, go to chatmatic.com/kickstart to get in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick and just and then I can turn it back over to Travis and answer, I guess, any questions. Let me just take the reins here for a second. Share my screen. And just make sure you guys can see it. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see Social Kickstart. So I wanted to do something special for those of you who joined Travis's program. So we have a program called Social Kickstart. You may have heard of it, you may not have. We've been selling it for a number of years now, and it's kind of our all-in-one Facebook marketing solution. Now it doesn't do what Chatmatic does, but it's a perfect complement. So for those of you who are looking to grow your fan pages, grow your Facebook groups, this is such an amazing tool. And like I said, it's been a tool that we've been improving on for years now. And we have thousands of marketers that are using this to manage their Facebook fan pages and groups. And so what you can do, one thing that most people struggle with is posting relevant content to their Facebook groups and pages, and not only posting relevant content, but content that they know will go viral. And so one of the things that we teach people how to do is how to reverse engineer other pages and groups in Facebook that are getting lots of likes and followers and comments, right? And I know Travis talked about this during his training, right? The more comments you get, the more likes and shares that you get. And so one of the things, so we built a tool that not only goes out to Facebook pages and Facebook groups, but also goes out to YouTube, goes to Vine, goes to Tumblr, goes to Pinterest, goes to about 10 different places on the internet where people are engaged in social communities. And all you need to do is put in your niche or your keyword, and it'll pull out all of the relevant content that goes viral, right? And so what you can do is you can model your content off of what you know has been proven to go viral, right? Proven to get lots of comments, likes, and shares. And you can use it to help grow your fan pages and groups. And so it'll pull back tons and tons of content, and you can go and you can schedule literally months worth of content in a few hours, or you can give this to your virtual assistant and have them do this for you. Okay, so you can see just by putting in a keyword, you'll be able to see which content is getting likes and shares, and you can curate that content from those other sources and put your own spin on it. Okay, and you know, because it's been proven to go viral, that if you publish it on your fan page, that it can help to get more fans and more members to your groups, right? Now, on top of the posting feature, that's kind of the bread and butter of Social Kickstart, you'll also get our Facebook drag and drop ad builder. So we give you all sorts of templates that you can use, and you can drag and drop different elements onto your fan page, onto your Facebook ads, and then you can use those when you're running any type of Facebook ad campaign. Okay, so that's another feature or module inside of Social Kickstart. If you guys are interested in monetizing your fan pages with t-shirts, we have what's called Teespring. It's a research tool that shows t-shirts that are selling well, so you can get ideas for t-shirt designs, which I know a lot of people love. People that run Facebook groups and Facebook fan pages, they love monetizing it through t-shirts. Okay, you can Facebook, or you can favorite your content. So if there's certain Facebook groups and pages that you love, you can go back really easily and grab all the latest posts, and you can use that to help curate content onto your own page. We also have this retargeting feature as well. So you can add your Facebook retargeting pixel, and we provide you with a link. Whenever someone clicks on that link can go in your email, it can go on your Chatmatic post that you do. It can be anywhere, right? Once they click on that link, you can automatically retarget them and create a custom audience with it, and serve Facebook ads to them. Okay. You can also send out messages with one click to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay. So those are the three that you can currently do. So you can create one post and it can go out to your Facebook page or group, Twitter profile, as well as your LinkedIn profile. Okay. It's a SaaS product. There's nothing to install. You can manage unlimited number of Facebook groups. You can manage unlimited number of posts, and you can go to socialkickstart.co if you want to and check it out in more detail. But we currently sell this for $300 lifetime, or $37 a month, or $197 per year. I'm going to give you this completely free. You'll get a lifetime account, and you can start using this tool, and it's really the perfect complement to ChatMatic. So that's one of the reasons why we thought it would be a good fit for those of you who have already joined ChatMatic. This is a perfect complement. For those of you who are, I'm on the edge, we wanted to make this a no-brainer deal, so we wanted to throw this $300 value in. So for any of you who do purchase today, I'm going to be throwing in Social Kickstart. You don't even need to contact our support desk. We'll just grab the email address that you use, and we'll send you guys your login within the next 24 to 48 hours. So you guys are going to get access to that. I just wanted to kind of chime in and let you guys know about the bonus, and also just thank Travis one more time. Thank you so much for putting on this training and putting together the special offer. So I'll go ahead and pass it back over to you, Travis, and make you the presenter.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. That social kickstart, by the way, is pretty amazing because being able to manage all that stuff without having to do a lot of work on your end is pretty phenomenal. So that's great, and in and of itself is a phenomenal deal. And you guys can see right off the bat, you're not paying $300 for something that other people are, which is amazing. And so, in light of that, I wanted to show you guys some very cool stuff that you're also going to be able to do right now, essentially to turn profit. Because I think a lot of people are like, well, you know, how long is it going to take me to make my money back? And so I wanted to make a foolproof system that I can explain right now in a couple of sentences each that other people are also using in the group to be able to make money back right away. And so, you're going to the wrong link. You got to go to chatmatic.com/kickstart. That's the correct link. So try that one and maybe see if that changes anything. And I'm not sure if that would. Maybe try it from a browser. But so let's go over 5 different ways that you can make your money back, and then I'm going to prove to you that other people are already doing this. So that's how I know it works. So number 1. Use it like an agency, and I really like this one, especially with the social kickstart that you guys just got as a bonus when you get access to Chatmatic, because now it makes managing content even easier, and you could do this for other people and help them grow their fan page, which is dynamite. But so check this out. You can use it as an agency where essentially you reach out to other fan pages and other businesses, and you say, hey, I've got this really great function that's going to help me reduce your ad cost. It's going to help me get more engagement on your fan page. It's going to help you get subscribers and your email list. It's going to do basically everything that they're already doing, right? And I'm going to be a massive help to you. I'm going to do it for free for like 10, 15 days, 30 days, whatever it is. Do it for these people for free for 30 days to prove that you are going to be able to get value for them. Then at the end, tell them it's $100 a month or $50 a month. You know, you can kind of base it off of how big their fan page is. But I randomly told, you know, I do these videos every single day where I say, hey, here's a great way that you guys can use Chatmatic, especially with the agency license, and I post that in our group. And somebody took my group, and I'm not even kidding, look at this. Somebody from our group, the same day I did it, this guy actually got access on Thursday of last week, so not even 7 full days ago, guys. This is how for real this actually is. And he says, hey, Travis, to give you an idea, I got Chatmatic on Thursday, and so far I've had 5 test clients on a trial, and I've converted another 2 clients for social marketing with a value of $1,400 a month, and I have another one in the pipeline for $900 a month, and he says he's about to employ a sales associate. He's making $2,300 a month in 4 days. And I want you guys to realize how real this is, that he learned all of this in the same time frame that you guys did. He saw it on a webinar, took action, went in, watched the training videos, started to figure out how it worked, understood the things that I tell you about on this webinar, where Messenger is the way of the future and how it can lower your ad costs, it can increase your reach. There's all these big benefits, right? Use those benefits on other people, and now you've got clients literally paying you every single month. We got one lady who I can't share her testimonial because the fan page name is in it, and she just closed this fan page at $5,000 a month just to use Chatmatic. All she has to do is put triggers on all of their posts. That's all she's doing. It's amazing. So that's one way you can absolutely make your money back. I say in 3 months, but all of these fit in that same realm. That one could happen within a week. And as you can see, that guy's already made $2,300 a month, and it's not even been a full week. You can use it on your own fan page in conjunction with at least one daily viral post. So it's very, very simple. Simply go in, make a post using the social kickstart, which is awesome. But even if you don't have that, just anything that's viral, you might have to do a little bit more legwork. But you make a post. Well, actually, everybody who gets access to Chatmatic is going to have social kickstart, so you can do it with social kickstart. But find viral content, post it on your fan page, and every single post, you want to have it say, comment something specific below, and I'll send you this, right? When you do that, and you consistently do that, you're going to be able to generate more traffic, and you're going to get more likes on your fan page, more fans. And I actually did a video today showing this method in depth, and I want you guys to check this out. So we've got Jaspreet just commented, "Hey Travis, I just had my first affiliate sale via Chatmatic today, $63, and he's going to try the agency model soon." I know $63 isn't a whole lot of money, right? But he just got his first one, and he's only had access for like 4 days, so that's a pretty big deal. And it's also his first ever affiliate sale. We found out afterwards, which is amazing. Add Chatmatic to your existing ads and watch the results skyrocket. If you're already running ads on Facebook, or if you're contacting businesses that are currently running ads on Facebook, I want you to imagine this, right? An example would be this. Let's say you're promoting a paleo diet book. In your ad, you could promote the book, but you could also say, or just comment below and I'll send you the link. Now you take somebody who might normally not want to click on the link and you send them a private message, further building the bond between you and your clients, and getting you free traffic, which is much more likely to opt in. People who receive the message are so much more likely to actually opt in. And then we've also got, you can see, this is actually an example that I'd be happy to share with you guys when you guys are in my group, an example of one of my ad campaigns. And this is why, you know, great marketers like Mark and Matt are using Chatmatic because they know the benefit right now. So if guys like them are using it, imagine how many other marketers need this. And so I'm showing you guys right here. This is one of my ad campaigns. You can see where I spent $4,983. This was over the course of a week. And in that week, I made $24,047.95. And you can see my best ad up here, $2,384. I made $21,928. And I can tell you right now, a big majority of the reason that I was able to make money off of that was because I was using Chatmatic. I was getting comments, which drove my cost per lead down significantly. And you guys can see, look at this. So I spent $1,600 on this one, $2,300 on this one. This one had Chatmatic. This one did not. There's not a whole lot more proof that you need than that, right? I still made money on this one. I made about $500. I paid a lot more for leads on this one. I paid a little bit more money in total up here because obviously it was performing better, and I made a lot more money on that one. So it just goes to show you that Chatmatic actually works when you use it in conjunction with your ads. It crushes. And then here's another strategy that I know works. We use it with my wife's fitness page. Simply thank people who comment on your post and then ask them for a share. So anybody who comments on any of your posts, send them that. Carlos, is there any training on Chatmatic marketing? Yes. When you get access, you're going to get access to our training platform, which is right here, which has all of it broken down in individual modules, and it's step-by-step. So you do getting started, then you do growth training, then we'll go execution mode, then you do agency apprenticeship, so you're going to learn how to do all of it. So thanking people, great way to be able to continue to build your business and to build other fan pages that you might be an agency for. And then lastly, use Chatmatic to actually start conversations. This, to me, is probably one of the most overlooked ones that people aren't doing enough of. If somebody replies to one, if somebody comments and you send them a message in like 2 days from now, why wouldn't you Oh, and this is a really good question. Luke, I'm definitely going to answer that question. Why wouldn't you follow up with them in 2 days if they haven't responded back? If you really want to make money and you really want to figure out how to make money, this is the only way that guarantees that you're going to stay in their inbox, is now you can actually send message to commenters. And so Luke asks, if we have our own brand of products that we sell on Amazon, what's a good strategy for ChatMatic to increase sales? I would find viral content in your market. Like, let's say you're selling supplements. Luke, actually, great question. What is your market? I'm actually going to kind of explain this right now. Yeah, RR, I've never heard of that before, so I don't know what that issue is. But Luke, I'd love to know what your market is, because I'd love to explain this in a way that I think would make a lot of sense to a lot of people. Fitness products. Okay, great. So now you just get a viral fitness page, or you can even brand it as whatever your company is on Amazon. The one big problem is you can't promote Amazon links on Facebook, right? That's one of the big problems that you're not allowed to do. But now you can get viral content on your Facebook fan page, post it, tell people to comment for a discount on whatever your fitness product is, right? And now you can actually send them a link in Messenger to your Amazon product, because you can promote Amazon products through Messenger. That's the cool piece. So that's a big win for you right there, is you'll literally be able to promote viral content on your fan page, sending them right over to your Amazon product, or use the button feature that I showed you, and now promote viral content on your fan page, have a button link sent in a Messenger where it says, like, subscribe here to get this free whatever it is. And when they subscribe, you now have an email list, and you can email them directly to your Amazon store. That's how I would do it. There's two very, very good ways. So again, guys, you guys are getting unlimited fan page attachments, unlimited responders, unlimited upgrades, the agency level, unlimited autoresponders, integrations, email, the email shirt, which is my favorite, Chatmatic group, access to live training, and immediate access to everything else. Again, over $5,000 in raw immediate value. And remember, guys, it is only a one-time fee of $97, and you're getting social kickstart. So I saw a couple of people. And yeah, Philip, you can promote JV Zoo products on Messenger. You just got to mask the link, because it'll still send it, but it's just not a great marketing principle. But you can do it. Those of you guys who are asking for a payment plan, we do offer a payment plan. It's $3.99 for 3 months. That's at chatmatic.com/kickstart plan. You'll notice when you go to that page, so let me just show you guys. When you go to the page, you actually have to select the 3 payment option. But just so that you guys know, you'll see the one payment would be $11.97. So it's going to total that, but you select 3 payments, and then you're good to go. And that's all you guys would have to do on that. So super excited about this. Now, I'm going to do this right now. I always do this every single time. I want to give away $100. So do me a favor and type in the $sign and then type in 100. So type in $100 into the comments and questions box, and I'm going to give you guys a link where you can go. It's on my Facebook fan page, and it's just something I love to tell everybody about, because I try to spread goodwill whenever I can. And I'm going to give you guys a link on one of my fan pages where you're going to be able to, if you go and like, comment, and share on this post, I'm going to choose one of you guys to get $100 right now. So watch. This link is right here. And in this video, I talked to everybody about this, and this is important to me, and I'm serious when I say I try to give back whenever possible. Hey everybody. These are 3 things that I think every business person should do almost every single day, be aware of, know, and practice. And I talked to you about all the way through them. So I want you guys to go like, comment, and share on this post, which I'm going to share the link to in a second. And I want you to read the discover, educate, and execute phase. Okay? Because if you go through this and you read all this information, I promise you a lot of your failures will make more sense. A lot of your successes will now make more sense. And you're going to be way more inclined to actually stumble into success when you understand exactly what I wrote right there. So I'm going to post the link right here in the comments box. So I sent it. It's done. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. Literally 3 minutes. 3-minute timer. You guys can go, and it's going to be 3 minutes here. You guys go like, comment, and share. I'm going to pick somebody who does all three. I'm going to ask you for your PayPal address, and I'm going to send you $100 literally right now. And, you know, I love this post, and it was one of those things where, like, it just came to me as a thought that, like, I know I needed to share with people, and this is my way of being able to do it. And it, you know, in a nutshell, while we're waiting, it's just discover, which is, you know, that's my favorite phase for sure, I think, because that's when you discover a big idea. That's when you have a thought, and it's like, oh man, that's so cool, that's crazy, right? So today, everybody here discovered the Chatmatic idea. You all discovered how big Messenger is. You all discovered just exactly what you can do through Facebook, right? Which is pretty amazing. So you got through the discovery phase, and I educated you guys. Now that you're educated, you guys know about it. You know why it works. You know why it's important. You know all this stuff, right? And so we educated you. Now here's the problem. Most people spend almost all of their time in education mode. They think that they have to get it perfect before trying to get it going. And they get focused on this idea of like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. And they never try to execute. And the real thing is, like, you know, and I quote Thomas Edison, who said, I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that will not work. And that's the key here, guys, is you have to spend so much more time in execution mode. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to fail. It is okay to do things wrong, because that's how you learn. You self-educate. And so these three phases are very cyclical. They run in you know, what do you call it? They run like cohesively together. Once you discover, you then work your way into the education phase. So now I know this idea exists. Now I'm going to educate myself on it. I'm going to educate myself just enough to where I can now go execute and figure things out, because I know that I will learn more through execution. And if you execute more than you spend than you educate, I promise you guys will be a success. So let's look here. We got about 38 seconds. So I'm excited to be able to give you guys, some of you guys, $100. I always like doing it, and in the video you guys will see. Love the automated message after the comment. So yeah, see, Jamie, actually, everybody who just went and commented, you actually just got a message from Chatmatic, which is pretty cool. So you get an auto reply, and it's basically just me. Like, as you notice, I don't really sell anything in my comments. I give everybody a free case study, and I tell people, hey, if there's a way that I can possibly help you, let me know. I'd love to give back. And so here's the thing. Don't you think that it's going to be better for my audience to see than if I ask them to buy something? All right. So my timer is now up. I'm going to refresh the page. Let me let the video load here so I can pause it.
Hey guys, Travis Stevenson here.
Hold on.
All right, guys.
All right. All righty. So we've got a bunch of names here. Awesome, awesome, cool. All right. So I'm going to take my screen off so that I can go and figure out who actually did all three. So give me 1 second. All right. And I'm looking at the shares now. Bingo, bingo. They're going to go a ways deep on the shares, it looks like. All right. So we've got Lynn Atkins. Lynn Atkins. Awesome work. Nice job. I see you right here. Lynn. I've also got Lonnie Atkins, but Lynn Atkins is today's winner. Trying to see. There we go. Okay, cool. So Lynn Atkins, going to get me your email address. I just typed in my email address, so I sent it to Lynn in one of her comments that I saw she made. Awesome job. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, Lynn. Thank you, everybody. PJ, awesome on getting access. It's so dope. I'm happy that you're a new part of the system. Tatiana, you're welcome. Sean, Chris, Jim, Josh, Jamie, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm super, super excited to welcome all of you guys into my new Chatmatic community. And other than that, that's it for me. I don't know if Mark and them wanted to say anything, but go ahead.
Yeah, thanks again, Travis, for coming on and again doing this presentation. Guys, this is your last chance. Go to chatmatic.com/kickstart, and you can take advantage of it. Again, you can get access to this before he even goes live officially, which is next week, I believe. and
Yep.
you'll be able to take advantage of our bonus as well. So everyone who does invest into ChatMatic today on this webinar, you're going to get access to Social Kickstart. So kind of your last chance, go to chatmatic.com/kickstart. It's right there in the chat box. And like I said, I'm like in the background talking to my business partner right now, just about, oh my God, like just listening to you talk. Oh, we didn't even think about using it this way. And it's just so cool just to think of all the different
My favorite thing,
ways you
man.
can use
It's
it.
my favorite thing. I've got people like literally. Here's one for all of you guys who just joined or who didn't join. Listen to this. While we were on the call, I got a message, and actually, I'm just going to show you. I was going to read it to you. But people are also discovering better ways to use it than what I had thought, right? So check this out. So this guy right here just messaged me, and this is a great idea. I told him, so he messaged me, and that was the message I just showed you guys. He's about to hire a salesperson to do local businesses and whatever. And I said, great idea. It's being creative. He said, yeah, I just thought about outside the box earlier. Posted an offer of a free trial in our new software into a business group that I'm a part of. So he literally just went to a business group that he's a part of on Facebook, and he said, hey, I'd love to give 10 people a free month of this new system. I'll use it for you, and then afterwards, if you like it, we can talk about paying. He's got 10 businesses that are doing free months right now, and he said more inquiries are coming, and now he just needs to work out strategies for all the different business models. He's literally got too many clients to actually figure out the business plans for. That to me is a good problem, right? Like that's a problem that everybody would like to have. Too many clients and not enough time, because now you can actually make more revenue out of that. So it's really cool, like seeing everybody start to use it, start to figure out ways to sell people and stuff. And the great thing is, because we're a community, we share all of that. And so lastly, what I'll do is I'll just kind of show you guys my the pride and joy here of our group is this alpha group. And you can see, again, I wasn't lying. We're at 491 members right now, so we're probably a little over. But I post in there every day. Members post in here every day, multiple times a day. This person just had my first call with a potential client today who's looking for lead gen. That's pretty amazing. Let's see. We've got a way that you can add what your thoughts are on the new upgrades to the software. I mean, just amazing. And so we don't use this for support. We really only use this to talk about valuable stuff. This guy right here, I didn't even tell you about him. Loving this software already. Here's our results so far for our first client. Check this out. He did a giveaway where he said, comment below and I'll give you 15% off. It's only good until Friday. And he said he spent what? Oh, he spent $82 on products that he was actually going to give away. He spent $7 in ads, and so far he's made 8 sales at $600. And so he's made $600 from $89 in ad spend and ad and product spend. So that to me is it's so cool to see how all this stuff's coming. And because our group shares all of this, everybody gets to be the benefit of it, which I think is just amazing. So you don't have to worry about coming up with all these new strategies and whatnot. It's just always, and I even posted here, make $100 to $1,000 today, and you can see right here, people are eating it up, literally saying like, hey, that's great. Here's my first affiliate sale. Great idea. Great info. Fantastic. So it's just one of those things. We're always going to continuously share information with you guys as we learn, because this is like going back to before email was popular, right? Nobody really knows the perfect way to do it. We just know that there's a lot of ways to do it. And I'm excited to be able to share that with you guys.
Awesome, Travis. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up, unless you see any other lingering questions that need to be answered. But I think you've answered them all. So.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. And those of you guys who joined, I'll be talking to you soon.
Awesome, guys. Well, go ahead. Last chance. Chatmatic.com/kickstart. Get on in there. And again, I mean, I think what you said before, the community to me is one of the greatest values of this entire offer. Just being able to talk to different people that are using the same software as you and figure out different angles, new angles that you never would have thought of for your own business. So thanks again, Travis. And I guess I look forward to seeing everybody in an upcoming webinar. So thanks again.
Thanks, guys.